Welcome once again to the fourth stop of the Gopro Iba World Tour. This is the Itacoatiara Pro, presented by Pride Bodyboards as well as Net. My name is Eric Apple. I am your host for the IBA Tour. I am joined, of course, by South African bodyboarder Jared Houston. Jared, welcome to the webcast today.
Morning, Eric. Thanks for having me here, bro.
We're so pumped to have you here, not just at this event, but joining us in the booth as well today. I know we were trying to get this guy in, seems like 3 different times yesterday. We had different time changes and schedule changes, but he's finally in here now. I'll tell you what, we had some big short break going on yesterday and very, very powerful waves. And this is a wave that has some real open ocean power. And even just a little bit overhead like it was yesterday, you could definitely feel the power out here, can't you? Yeah,
definitely. It's a pretty heavy wave. It's got a really deep drop off just out the back of the bay there, as you can see, just kind of behind those rocks. And so when the swell comes in, it comes out of really deep water and hits the bank with a lot of speed and power. There's nothing to really break it up. So it's quite a bone-crushing wave. I mean, the guys surf it massive, the local guys. So hopefully we get to see a bit of that in the waiting period. But if not, it's still always sick. It's always fun.
Well, and just to get everyone up to date who hasn't actually been watching live, which you should be, we already got through 2 rounds of our GSS event and our trials as well, of course. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw you a highlight of the trials event, let you find out which 9 guys qualified and made it all the way through to the GSS event. Check it out right now. There you are right there. That was the highlights from our trials event. We took 9 riders from the trials, which is a little bit more than normal. We don't normally take that many riders, but 9 guys made it through the trials here at Itacoatiara, and they are on into the GSS event, which is as big as it gets in the world of men's bodyboarding. And this tour, we started out in Hawaii, ventured over to Australia, crossed the Pacific to Chile, and now we've crossed over the entire continent of South America, went through the Andes, through the Atacama, over the Pantanal and the Amazon, and made it to the Atlantic Ocean, and here we are in Itacoatiara. And tell me, have you been here before? Did you make it here last year?
Yeah, I was here last year. It's just such a great place. So happy to be back here, especially after Chile. It's such a contrast, you know. It's like Chile's a great place, but it's so good to be in the sun, the warm water, the paradise. It's just loving it, eh?
It certainly is 100%. It's definitely great to be here. Now, like I said, we got through 2 rounds of the GSS event yesterday. We had our first round where the first and second place would skip round 2, go straight to round 3, which we're going to see this morning. And third and fourth place would have to go to a repechage where they would be fighting for survival because they could face possible elimination. And we saw some relatively big names and guys who we thought were serving well actually go down in those repechages. A little bit of a disappointment, but hey, that's the nature of the sport. Someone's got to win and someone's got to lose, right?
Exactly. There's always got to be a loser. I mean, especially in those 4-man heats, there's going to be 2 losers. So it's kind of hard pill to swallow sometimes, you know. It's pretty competitive, especially at a wave like this where it's close to the beach and there's a lot of kind of pressure from people standing right there cheering on their friends and that. So pretty hard environment to compete in, but it's I guess some guys thrive on it.
And tell us about, how disappointing is it to be sent home literally after in that first heat that you can go down? It's like, so round number 2, you're going home.
Yeah, it's a pretty devastating feeling.
Ever?
Yeah, it happened to me. I got knocked out in round 2 in Chile last year, and thank goodness it hasn't happened since then. But it was
pretty upsetting.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard pill to swallow, because you kind of feel like you failed. You lost twice in the same day. So it's kind of like a punch to the face, I guess.
It's tough. Okay, so with that, let's check out the highlights of the first 2 rounds of the GSS event here at Itacoatiara. Well, we are once again live back here at Itacoatiara, ready for our first heat of the day. This is the 3rd round. We have 3-man heats. First and second place is off to round 4. Third place will be going home. In this first heat, we do have Amori Laverne in the red. In yellow, Ian Campbell from South Africa, and Lucas Rodriguez in the blue. He is one of our trialists that qualified and made it all the way through to the GSS event. I believe he surfed, I want to say, 8 times in the trials, maybe 7.
Like it. So pretty much from the first heat then.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we are going to see him right now. Just started this heat. It is a 30-minute heat. Once again, 3 men in this heat. One of them is going to go home with 800 points and $800 and an equal 17th place.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty excited to see this heat, especially a good friend of mine, Ian Campbell from South Africa. He surfed his way through the trials, actually came second, and he's in there. He's in the yellow singlet, and Amari Laverne was just ripping yesterday. He's such a strong competitor. He won the South Coast Crusade, so he's a big one to look out for. And then Lucas Rodriguez, that's amazing. He's surfed 8 times already, and he's still going. He must be a pretty insane talent.
He served 8 times in the trials, and he served twice yesterday.
So he's just like, this guy's a freak. Can't wait to see what he's capable of.
Well, we know he's certainly capable of not getting that fatigued. That's
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Then we got
GT down there with Ben Player.
Old Sam Bennett. Unfortunately, Sam was unlucky to get knocked out yesterday. I mean, especially after he made such a big effort to come to Brazil, and yeah, it's just heartbreaking to see guys go down. But guess he'll be trying to get some waves in the free surf now.
Yeah, 100%. This looks like Amare paddling next to Lucas.
Yeah, he's gonna get this one. Yeah, it looks like a Mars is up. Oh, opting to pull out that one. Oh, slab! How's the right on that thing? That was sick.
It was.
Yeah, definitely still a couple of waves out there this morning. I mean, the swell's dropped, but not too much. So it's just also some good action. You've got Ian Campbell. Ian Campbell from South Africa coming off the bottom, drawing a pretty good line, trying to look for a barrel, but yeah, just a bit foamy, so not too much on offer on that one.
Now, Ian did a really good job yesterday. He was able to find the barrel when a lot of other riders weren't able to do so.
Yeah. Ian's a pretty strong competitor, and he's had a lot of experience in South Africa. He's really fit, but he's looking for his first big result in the GSS World Series here. He's got a couple of pretty supportive sponsors, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do this year. But he's up against some pretty tough competition out there. I mean, you got Mars Laverne, the 2010 world champion, and Lucas Rodriguez, this guy can surf 1 million heats. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this heat. So a bit of the lull in the action right now while we're waiting for.
So 1.75 coming in for Ian Campbell on that first wave. That's not going to be a score he wants to take home with him. He wants to dump that one off as soon as possible. But again, these are 30-minute heat in this round, and that's quite a long time to get a lot of waves. And we saw guys yesterday getting 12, 13, 14 waves in their heat.
Really? Jeez, like it.
Amaury Laverne.
Yeah, so he's drawing a nice little line off the bottom here, and busts a clean roll. Jeez, did you see that back spray come up and hit him there? Like, that's the heavy thing about these kind of shore break waves, is that when the lip lands, it almost goes right through to the sand and spits back up. So unless you're getting really projected, you have to deal with this. You have to deal with a lot of pressure coming back up at you.
A little explosion coming back.
Yeah, exactly, and it makes it very difficult to ride out of the moves.
Check it out, Amaury Laverne once again on his first wave of the heat, looking for a solid little opening score. I'd say around a 4, maybe a 5. Nice clean roll here, like you said, and lands with that explosion. Rides it out clean, and a 4.75 for Amaury Laverne. That's a good heat opening and a good day opening wave.
Yeah, and good call, Eric. Yeah, here we got Ian Campbell. He's looking at a really good one here.
Look at this, and I just talked about his ability to find barrels on days when nobody else is.
Yeah.
And he does it right there, finds a barrel and rolls out of it very cleanly.
Yeah, and he's surfing that leash. I kind of want to just shout at him and say, "There's your board, Ian, go get it." But he's, like you said, Eric, he's got a very good wave knowledge. He's been grown up on the. Here we got another look at his wave, but kind of just gets in there, kind of stalls a nice line, looking for that bowl. It was a really clean roll. He's been doing that all event. Such a strong roll in him. He's been cultured at North Beach in Durban, which is a really famous bodyboarding wave, pretty much the epicenter of.
Pretty aware of North Beach, buddy.
Yeah.
Remember Andre Botha lived in Mount for years.
Exactly.
That was his spot, right?
Yeah, that was his spot. Yeah, him and Billy Thiel and all the old school Durban guys came from there. So
I had the Thiels at my house when I was probably 17 years old. And,
yeah, no way, really.
Hayden actually lived in my house probably about 6 months. So we have a second score coming through for Ian Campbell, a 6.25 right there. So a good opening wave for him, riding that barrel and rolling out of it. 24 minutes to go here in the first heat of the day of the 4th stop of the Gopro IBA World Tour, the Itacoatiara Pro. And can you say it yet?
Itacoatiara?
Oh, no problem. Good job.
Yeah, man. No, it's definitely a pretty hard one to get out. It's a bit of a tongue twister.
Yeah.
But it's just such a beautiful place. So beautiful, you have to learn the name. You want to come back here. But pretty happy with Ian's first wave score. I think that's pretty fair. He rode that well. Good projection on the roll. And yeah, Mars looking strong there too. Lucas Rodriguez still looking for a wave. Looks like something coming up here.
Yeah, it looks like it right here. Maybe red or more liver. No, not opting not to paddle on that one. Still waiting for a wave for Lucas Rodriguez. We're 6 minutes into the heat. He has not caught a wave yet. Remember, the best 2 waves count for these guys. And we saw some situations yesterday where guys were taking quite a while before they even caught waves. You know, like Ben Player is one that came to mind yesterday. He sat for quite a long time.
Yeah, he actually just told me he sat for 18 minutes before he caught his first wave yesterday, which is it's a pretty ballsy move, especially at a shore break like this, Eric. It's kind of luck of the draw, you know. Like you can wait your whole heat away and take a wave and might look perfect and it'll just bottom out on the bank, have a lot of backwash in it. So it's kind of seems the strategy most guys are taking is just to catch as many waves as possible and just stay busy and put themselves in the position for the best wave to come to them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty shifty out there. Especially you can see a bit of rip on the inside there. And if you look from up at the top of the mountain, you can see there's all these little grooves in the sandbar where all the water surges up the beach and pools out.
Washes back out.
Yeah, and that's actually where the best waves come through. It seems to be close to the rips.
Well, yeah, that's where you're going to find the most shoulder. The rest of the way is going to be closing out for the most part.
Yeah, exactly.
And there is certainly a lot of water moving out there.
Yeah, there definitely is.
You know, compared to other beaches, and a lot of people have compared the power here and the amount of water moving to Porto.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is a heady spot because, I mean, in my experience, Porto Escondido is as heavy as a beach break as there is in the world.
Yeah, definitely. It's such a scary beach break.
It really is.
Yeah, oh man. I was there last year with Jeff in the original dates of the Porto Escondido contest. And we got like 2 15-foot swells in like 3 weeks. And it was just crazy. Like, I just did not want to be out there. Like, it was just so rippy, so big, and it's in this beach break, so you just got nowhere to run. There's no channel.
There's nowhere to go, yeah.
There's
So
nothing,
if a set comes, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, you just have to take it like a rat. And, like, you know, some of the guys were out there, some of the big wave surfers, like Greg Long, that were wearing impact vests, those, like, new things you pull and it blows up. Like, and then you got Jeff out there in broad shorts and a 3-foot long piece of foam, you know, so you just feel kind of undergunned.
Yeah, it certainly is a heavy spot, and to me the biggest problem with Porto Escondido is the undertow.
Yeah.
Which is a current that pulls you not side to side of the beach, but straight back out to the impact
zone.
zone.
Yeah, exactly.
So you'll get blown up by the wave and pushed in, and the undertow pulls you right back to the impact zone for the next set.
Yeah, just keep putting you in there.
Next wave. So it's like, you know, other spots you'll take one wave on the head and you get pushed in.
Yeah, it's almost like it has a personality.
Oh, you'll take 10 waves. You'll take 10 waves on the head at this place. It's ridiculous.
I know, it's crazy. No. Looks pretty tough out there at the moment, Eric. Looks a little bit slow. I guess once the light hits it, it's going to look a lot more inviting. Have you been eating much acai here?
Well, yeah, almost every day.
Yeah. It's just too good to pass up, eh?
It's pretty good, but it does have a lot of sugar in it. It's a lot of carbs, so you try not to have more than one a day.
Yeah, exactly. I've also been busting one a day. It's my limit. I reckon otherwise it'll put you a little bit further up than Cloud 9. No saying what you'll get up to.
It's definitely pretty good. I don't know how you could not like it.
Yeah. But yeah, so it looks like still not too much going on out there. Guys are still sitting, waiting for the next waves. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I reckon Ian's going to come out pretty strong in this heat. That's who my money's on anyway. I might be a bit biased, but there's nothing wrong with a bit of patriotism.
Sure.
But yeah, I got a lot of respect for Moz as a rider too. Especially a lot of big things happening in his life right now, and he's kind of surfing better than ever. I think for me he's one of the most underrated riders in the world, and he's got a world title attached to his name, so you can never count him out. He's just so strong mentally, physically. Then we got Lucas Rodriguez, who still hasn't caught a wave, and I haven't really seen him surf yet, but from what I've been hearing, he's definitely one to watch. So
yeah, he certainly did really, really well in the trials, and I mean, to make it through that many heats just shows that you obviously have something going on.
Exactly. We got Jalui Zeke. He's a local guy. He's really pretty good. He's a young guy. He's coming up pretty fast.
Down there in our competitors area. Remember, make sure you check out the IB8 World Tour Facebook page. You can interact with us. We will be happy to heckle you.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually doing a live chat last night on the IBA Facebook, and for those of you who missed out, Andrew Bleakley just informed me that Brahimi Douche will be online tonight at 8 p.m. So if you guys want to chat to him, get on there. And
that's 8 p.m. Itacoatiara time.
Exactly, yeah, 8 p.m. Brazil time. So if you guys want to chat to him, get on there and going to go wild. Ask him anything. He's a pretty interesting guy.
It is 7:40 in the morning here in Brazil, just so you guys know and can figure out, and you can line up your times for tonight. You guys want to talk to Brahim Idouche.
Looks like we've got a bit of a set approaching here, Eric.
Looks like it. This is blue. Lucas Rodriguez finally getting the wave. 12 minutes through. Nope, not yet.
So do you know where Lucas is from, Eric, or is he?
He's from here in Rio.
From here in Rio, okay.
Yeah.
There's a couple of in 2010 I spent a bit of time in Rio Centro, and we're surfing a break called Saco Hado, and right now it's got a bit of a sewage problem there, so I really hope they can clean that up, because it's such a great wave and there's so many people to surf there, but having this big problem now where the sewage is actually getting deposited right into the surf there. It's causing a lot of problems for the locals. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully the Rio government gets on that. But I saw so many good guys from the favela out there. Just groms that would get given bodyboards or something, and they just go and surf in front of their house every day. And these guys were just remarkable. Like,
really?
I'm talking multiple air maneuvers on waves. Like, take off, backflip, spin, roll, invert off the end section.
Really?
Like, just freaks. I'd love to see one of them have a go at this contest sometime.
Yeah, see him, getting the trials and making it through would be awesome.
Yeah.
So again, almost halfway through this heat, Ian Campbell has a 6.25 and a 1.75, and Maury Laverne with a 4.75 and a 0, because he's only caught in one wave. And Lucas Rodriguez is yet to get on the board halfway through this heat, and I'd say it's about time he's getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah, only 60. I'd be getting nervous now if I was in the seat. But, like, I guess Ian's only pretty much got one wave. Moz has only got one wave.
This is yellow. Ian Campbell from South Africa driving on this left-hander. Look at the barrel. Once again, this guy's finding the barrels.
Such a pit pilot, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
So threading a nice little barrel there and managed to come out with a roll. So that's another strong ride for Ian. Don't think it's going to be as high as his last one, but definitely a good backup score.
Yeah.
I reckon he's streaking away out here. He's just such a strong competitor. Like, this guy's been competing on the Sava Tour now for the past 10 years, pretty much. And it's just about won everything there is to win there. So here he is, drawing a nice, clean line. I mean,
great replay. He disappeared from us for a second. This is what he's done, like, every heat so far.
Yeah, exactly. Always finishes off with a roll, too. Like, finishes off with a move. The judges love that. He knows exactly what to do. He's actually the current drop knee ISA world champion, too. So he can mix it up both ways.
Yeah, for sure.
How's this fishing trawler coming in here?
It's coming pretty close, too.
Yeah.
That's the closest I've seen a boat come in here.
That's a brave one. Must be a brave driver. Have you seen that stuff from Chopu recently?
I was just thinking about that about the boat that almost went over.
That's crazy, yeah.
Man, that's heavy.
And how's that they say it's the same driver? Like on the last swell that happened as well, where the boat actually went over, and they reckon that's the same driver. He's just not learning. He keeps putting his boat
in
danger, and he's got people on the back of it. So I mean, it's just so responsible.
Wait, so it almost went over twice, or you said it did go over?
Well, the first time the boat actually did go over, the first swell, and now the second swell now, that same boat that's in the clip.
They fixed it?
The green one that goes over. No, it's the same driver.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently. I wouldn't know. I haven't ever been there, but this is what I've been told. Definitely looking forward to getting to Tahiti soon. Have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I'm ready to go back.
Really?
I want to jump back in that circus.
Yeah, she's frightening to get over there. Then we got a nice little shot of that fishing boat leaving the bay here at Itacoatiara.
Yeah, I guess he changed his mind.
Yeah. Guess he came in, saw, nah, shortback looks too heavy, I'm out of here. He's going to head for safer pastures. That's the nice thing about here in Itacoatiara is that we're so close to Rio. So if you want to just go out for the day, go see the Jesus statue, or head up to Sugarloaf or something.
Christ the Redeemer.
Yeah, Christ the Redeemer. It's so quick, you know. It's just an hour and a half across the bridge. But hour and a half back here, you're just in this little hamlet, you know, where you would think that you're in some lost part of the Amazon, not
for sure,
not an hour away from one of the biggest cities on earth.
Yeah.
Have you got a chance to get out in the water much, Eric?
I have. I surfed here a couple of evenings in a row. I surfed here last night after the competition.
Sick.
Got
Enjoy
out
it?
of the water and got some big barrels on the lefts.
Sick, bro.
I definitely had a fun time, and probably only in the water for like 30, 40 minutes, but
yeah,
I was satisfied.
Cool.
Before dark.
How good is surfing the warm water again after chilly?
Oh, it's the only way to go. I hate wetsuits.
Yeah. Well, you'd be used to wetsuits there growing up in California.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so Ian's onto a pretty good thing here.
Yeah, you know, he's doing really well. He has a 6.33 to back up that 6.25, which is a decent score, even in a heat with a lot of waves. And when you think about the fact there's no waves in this heat, it's absolutely remarkable. I mean, Lucas Rodriguez still yet to get a wave with 12 minutes to go, and he's got to be feeling the pressure. However, I mean, this is one of those spots where you can get 4 waves in 3 minutes if you really want to.
Well, I mean, he's actually just overtaken Ben's record now, just about. He's sitting on like 17 minutes without a wave.
Yeah, for sure.
And, he's going into the 18th minute soon, so let's hope he gets something.
Well, let's see if we have any...
Mars is still only sitting on 1 score too, so he's got to get busy. But I guess he's safe at the moment.
For the moment.
Yeah, he's never safe though, and he knows that better than anyone.
Oh, we got quite a bit of comments already.
Yeah, everyone's up.
Bodybuilders Unite want you to come to Bahia.
Bahia.
Surf some waves with them.
Yeah, I've never been to Bahia. The last contest Bahia was a little bit before I started the World Tour, but hopefully they can get another event up there soon. I'd love to head up there.
Hello from Morocco. What's up, Morocco?
Yeah, the guys from Morocco are always super pumped, eh? Really good to have them around.
There's a pretty big following in Morocco. I mean, we see a ton of comments here on the Facebook page coming in for Ben Slimane and for Brahim. So it must be a big scene over there.
Yeah, I think it's actually a pretty big scene. The guys have been hitting me up to go over there for quite a long time, and I think I'm definitely going to take them up on their offer. I was actually talking to Ben Slimane yesterday, and thinking about maybe doing a drive with him from Portugal down to Morocco next year.
Now, tell me this: is there a ferry that takes you across from Portugal to Morocco?
Yeah, supposedly so. Supposedly it is a ferry. I think it's right down at the bottom of Portugal, near the border of Spain, and you jump on a ferry and go across. I don't think it's very far. I think it's just a couple of maybe an hour or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to get down there. I've seen some amazing photos. A couple of my friends have been, and they said it's a life-changing experience. Yeah, that photo's
I'm
from...
just looking at the photo right now of Jared on the Facebook. As we see red, this is Amaury Laverne on his second wave on the right-hander. Look at this bowl section.
Yeah, nice cylindrical roll.
He's going to get another one, maybe.
Yeah.
Very well ridden for Amaury Laverne.
Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit caught up there. Like, see how all that water comes together right there on the sand, creating a bit of a hard time for him there. And, looks like we have got a paddle from Yellow out the back too.
This is Yellow, Ian Campbell, the South African, once again. Maybe he's going to find a barrel. Look at this invert.
Very nice, very nice. Is he going to push through that? Oh, he must be hanging on pretty tight. Here we got Lucas Rodriguez's first wave.
Ooh, and it's not one to write home about, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, eh?
Now let's talk about, we have about, I think, 10 minutes or so to go here in this heat. In our upcoming heats, the second heat of the round, we will see Pierre-Luis Costes, Magno Pastos, Jose Otavio. In the third heat, Eder Luciano, Brahim Idouche, and Nicolas Bastos, as we see the replay of Amaury Laverne on this right-hander finding a clean roll.
Yep, clean roll. I mean, really nice execution too, right? That's super clean. just a bit of an adjustment there, trying to re-angle his board to get to that second section, but unfortunately just too much water moving around there, and too much sand. Probably got too much sand in his eyes to do much there, so he's going to back up his second score with that, and Mars is looking pretty good at the moment to advance through this. He just needs to stay in second position.
There's a replay of your countryman Ian Campbell driving on this left-hander. He's gotten 3 good lefts already.
Yeah, really nice little invert off the end there. Goes pretty hard onto the flats. Kind of lands, but gets pushed back into the lip. And I don't think he came out of that one. Let's see what the judges think about that.
So in the 4th heat of the day, we have Ben Player, Sasha Specker, and Lucas Mendonca. This is a replay of Lucas Rodriguez.
Yeah.
The judges only given a 2.5 to Ian on that left-handed invert that I guess they didn't see it as a complete ride.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So again, PLC, Magno Passos, Jose Otavio in the next heat. Eder Luciano, Brahim Medus, and Nicholas Bastos in the 3rd. Ben Player, Sasha Specker, Lucas Mendoca in the 4th. And in the 5th heat, we will have world champion Jeff Hubbard, Alain Munoz, and Joao Zeke. In the 6th heat, Dallas Singer, Uri Valadao, Roberto Bruno. Heat number 7, Dave Winchester. The man on my right, Jared Houston, and Dudu. And in the final heat of the round, we will see Guillermo Tamega, Lucas Nogueira, and Heliatin Luriero. And this is look at this left-hander down here.
Yeah, those are our mate Lucas Rodriguez.
He was close to coming out. He really was.
Man, he's really not having a good time out there. He's picked off 2 good-looking waves now, and it's just not coming together for him.
So Lucas Rodriguez with a 1.5 and a 1.9, not really helping him. He needs a big score if he wants to pass Maury Laverne for 2nd place and move on to the 4th round and go home with something better than $800.
Yeah, 7.1. It's it's definitely attainable, but he needs to definitely pick a pretty good wave. Just maybe looking for a barrel with a solid move out of it. I mean, he's got a better both of Ian Campbell's 2 rides, which have been pretty impressive for the conditions.
Yeah, certainly.
We got Max checking out his board, making sure everything's legit for his heat. this next heat looks pretty tough. I mean, Pierre Costas from France is amazing rider. Magno, always consistent, especially in these kind of conditions. Then Jose Otavio is a local guy from here.
Yeah, he's another one of the guys who made it through the trials. And like I said, I mean, anybody who can make it through 8 heats or so in the trials, I mean, they've got this place figured out.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of footage of this guy, Jose, and he's amazing. He's actually, I think, the whole of Brazil heralds him as the first person to have completed the 720 on film. And it's kind of like a bit of a rivalry thing between the Brazilians and, I guess, the Hawaiians with Jeff. And I don't know who did it first, but I think it's pretty damn sick that both of them did it. And
yeah, for sure.
Hopefully we get to see one of them busted on this event. Bit of a set coming through,
lights
but
coming in right now.
Just a lot of closeouts today. Hopefully when the tide drops out a bit, it's going to get a little bit better. A bit further off the beach, a bit more scoring potential.
Offer some more shoulder.
Yeah. Exactly. Couple of comments coming through there.
We have some. Want to see if we can get any replays of Jared's first waves. I guess the live wasn't working so good at that moment.
Yeah, and searching for something out the back there. He must be feeling good. I mean, this is his first. She came to Arica, got knocked out just before the main event. He went down to Augusta, didn't go too good there, and now he's come to Brazil, his final straw, and he's doing really, really well. He's into the main event. He's into round 3, and at this stage, he looks like he's straight into round 4. He's going to surf his first man-to-man heat in an international event. So I'm freaking proud of the guy.
There you go. This is Red of Maury Laverne. Having a look, but man, time is really winding down, and Lucas Rodriguez has got to be biting his nails and feeling nervous.
Yeah. Especially out here in front of a home crowd. I think that must be amazing, to be surfing in front of the home crowd. But I guess at the same time, it can be pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at Alain Munoz, I mean, he definitely felt the pressure in Chile as he got towards the ladder. heats of the competition. Once we got towards the quarters, semis, and finals, he definitely looked nervous, and he was not able to catch waves. It was a home break.
Yeah.
So it can work both ways. I mean, it's on one hand, it's good to have the support. On the other hand, it's nerve-wracking when you have all these people counting on you.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yeah, I'm looking forward to maybe one day having an event in South Africa. Could be interesting to see how it works. I mean, remember Ryan Hardy won the box contest at his home break in front of an adoring home crowd in 2011, and that just seemed like the most amazing thing ever.
Definitely something all bodybuilders would love to do is win something like that at home.
Exactly.
Man, so just it's tough watching these heats, and these guys are not able to get the waves that they need to get.
Yeah, exactly. Guys are also talented, and sometimes you just want it to be pulsing so everyone can just go crazy and have a million chances to back themselves up. But on a day like today, it's kind of a bit of you got to be smart, and you got to make the waves you get count.
For sure.
That's exactly what Ian Campbell and Amari have done in this heat. So hats off to them.
Again, 3 minutes to go in this 30-minute heat. Only 8 waves ridden in this entire heat. Lucas Rodriguez with a 1.5 and a 1.9, and his hopes and dreams are slipping away as we watch right now. Amaury Laverne with a 4.75 and a 4.25. 2 decent waves, nothing great.
Yeah.
But he's hanging in there. He's looking to advance on to round 4. And in first place, the South African Ian Campbell with 2 good scores, a 6.2 and a 6.3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of looking good. Nice to see the South up at the top there. But, it's a kind of a bit of an uncharacteristic score for Moz, a total of 9. Oh,
Lucas now paddling off on this left. This barrel section, he's going to have to race it pretty fast. Whoa. Rolls. Wow.
Okay, so he comes out of that one. That was pretty impressive that he landed that. I mean, he really punched through that. So let's see how that fares in the judges' score sheets.
Amaury taking off down here on this left-hander, bouncing.
Oh, big clean roll.
Yeah.
That was good. He's going to do another one.
He does.
Oh, can he hold on to that? Yeah, he does too.
Wow.
So that's, I think that could be the nail in the coffin there for Lucas.
Jeez, I mean, Lucas, that wave was backwashing. He was bouncing, and I don't know how he was able to do that.
Yep, there we got the sun.
Campbell, look at this set wave. Sun's coming up now too, looking good.
Oh, he got a bit of a backwash there. Oh, he's looking for the barrel again. That sneaky pit pilot.
Oh, look at that. Just driving in there, but not quite as much shape as he would have liked. Traveled quite a bit in the barrel, but not enough to come out. But we're going to be seeing some decent scores coming through for Amaury and Lucas Rodriguez.
Yeah, Lucas just needed a 7.1 before that last score, but
4.33 for Lucas Rodriguez. So he should be theoretically within striking distance. A 5.78 for Amaury Laverne. So this is the situation. Lucas needs a 6.2 with 50 seconds to go. And look at these sets coming in.
Yeah, it looks like there's something on the horizon there. We've got a replay of Lucas's last wave. Yeah. Oh. Wow, he did really, really well there, Eric. And he came out so quickly and clean. What do you get? 4.33, yeah. It's a pretty fair score.
35 seconds to go.
Yeah, 35 seconds ago, and looking for a score like that in a heat like this is, it's pretty nerve-wracking.
Look at Amaury bouncing.
Yeah, but love how you, maintain the control on the tail of his board. Yeah, he's got really good composure. I think it comes down there because he's pretty strong, He's pretty strong and flexible. I think that's why he's got such good control over his board at all times.
And that's going to be it, unfortunately, for the Brasileiro, Lucas Rodriguez.
There's one last little celebration there.
Look, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
So there you go. Ian Campbell from South Africa and the Reunionese.
Yeah.
That's the Reunionese?
Right? Really?
Reunionese, yeah. Amaury Laverne.
I didn't know that.
Moving on to round 4. Lucas Rodriguez, the Brasileiro. He's going home with 800 points and $800. We say goodbye to him, and we say hello to the Frenchman, PLC, and to 2 Brazilians, Magno Passos and Jose Otavio.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty crazy heat. Yeah, like we said before, Jose Otavio is a local guy here. He's amazing talent from here, up here in Itacoatiara. You got Magno Passes, also a local guy. I mean, he's from a bit further afield in Brazil, but he's still got that home crowd behind him. And then Pierre-Louis Costas up against the two Brazilians, the previous world champion from France.
That's right. So we're going to get that heat started here in just a moment when we come back from these messages from the sponsors that make this event possible. Well, we are once again back live here at the fourth stop of the GoPro IBA World Tour, the Itacoatiara Pro, presented by Pride Bodyboards, as well as Net and Kimona Surf Shop. I'm Eric Apple, joined by Jared Houston. He's the bodyboarder. I'm the good-looking one, just in case you couldn't figure out who's who over here.
All right.
But Jared's going to be competing here later on in round number 3, and he doesn't want to go home, does he? He wants to stay.
No, definitely don't want to go home. I'm not in the market for that, so.
Nobody came here to lose. Everyone here is gunning for the victory. That is 100% true, and we are going to show you a replay of some action. That's Magno Passos up on the right. He is a Brazilian surfing in Brazil, and he's a big guy.
Yeah.
And he competes well in small waves for such a big guy, right?
He does. He's such a solid rider, Magno. And he opened up there with a little roll. So getting busy straight away. The sun's out now, and the beach is starting to fill up a bit. Like the Brazilians just love the sun, so they're on the way down. And the waves look like they're kind of on the up as well. So looks like we're in for a good day of competition.
Got some more greetings from Morocco coming to us.
Yeah, they're always currently. You can
from
always
Wales. We got some people watching from Wales.
From Wales, wow, that's amazing.
And Brendan Frost wants everyone to know the Hawaiians and Brazilians might have been the first to get a 720 on film, but Jake Stone's the first one to do it in a comp.
There we go. Yeah. Okay,
but I thought someone told me that somebody else did that in a comp a long time ago.
Oh, I see. But there's
Hardy.
always something like that. But
was it Hardy?
I guess if it's not on footage, it doesn't count, bro.
Someone told me that yesterday.
Yeah. And I think everyone's got their, everyone reckons this person did it and that person did it. But yeah, Jake Stone definitely, I think, the guy who can lay claim to the first one in the comp. And you've got a replay of Pierre-Louis Costas' first wave, a nice backflip.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
So he's getting busy early. He knows what he's got to do to get through this one. And he's coming out strong.
Let's take a look at the scores as they come through. We have the first couple scores coming through. PLC with a 6.13 on his first wave on that flip. Magno Passos has 2 low scores, a 3.7 and a 1.5. And here is on a second wave, PLC no.
Nice opting out of that one. Some of them you just can't pick them. They just break so quickly on the bank. Kind of goes from deep to shallow so rapidly. And we're looking at this.
Oh, look at this lump.
Yeah. I told he's going to catch a lot of waves, though. He's just straight onto it.
The other Brasileiro yet to get away. We're over 5 minutes into this heat.
You got Pulsey making his way back out there. Looks real good with the sun in it, doesn't it? Looks really good with the sun in it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And we have down on the beach, Isabella Sosa is with our heat winner, the South African Ian Campbell. Isabella, take it away.
Bom dia, guys. I have here Ian Campbell. He was the winner of the last heat. And how are the conditions today?
Yeah, compared to the other days, really bumpy today. So it took a lot to just kind of get good waves, and it's difficult out there. It's not easy, but I was lucky enough to get the good ones.
And you're coming from the trials, you're pretty tired, it's hard to compete. And how are you feeling now?
Yesterday was a really tough day for me. I crashed in the afternoon so bad, I was probably slept for 4 hours. And I woke up this morning really tired, and I came down to the beach and just tried to stay positive, and it really worked out for me, so I'm very stoked.
And how was your heat? You was happy to do the next round?
Yeah, I'm very stoked to get into the next round. I mean, I didn't really expect to be getting this far, and I suppose just staying positive is kind of the best thing for me right now, and just everyone's kind of behind me, so it's a really good feeling.
And you want to say something to home?
Yeah, just thanks to my sponsor, Theo Bordko, and of course Red Bull South Africa. The guys have put so much effort and time into me. It really does feel good to be a part of the team, and everyone back home that's supporting me, it's great to have everyone's support, and it's amazing. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, congratulations. Back to you guys.
Yeah.
Isabella Sosa catching up with your countryman Ian Campbell, who's got to feel good after getting through another heat and doing so in dominating fashion. You're really the only one who got anything better than a decent wave in that heat.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny that I was just talking about this yesterday, that he's always just so flatline. I've never seen him look overly excited, never seen him look overly bummed. But I guess inside he's frothing, and he's just really focused. And yeah, he's through to the next round. And
he's stay composed, buddy.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
You don't want to get too excited now. I mean, it's still early in the competition. You don't want to.
Exactly.
You don't want to give away your hand.
Yeah.
You keep your poker face.
This is true.
In yellow, Magno Passo's having a look.
Yep. Bit quick, that one. Hit the bank kind of hard.
GT.
Yeah.
He is the forefather of Brazilian bodyboarding.
Yeah, he's giving a couple of tips to Yuri Valadao. Maybe he's going to hand the torch on to.
They're talking about girls. They're not talking about waves.
Yeah, they definitely could be, yeah. And, jeez. See, we got the guy still waiting out there patiently for a couple more waves. Yeah, Jose still hasn't got anything. Pierce still out in front. And a very beautiful, albeit flat ocean at the moment. Are there any of these guys, do you know of any of these guys, they were wearing GoPros? Did you see them when they went out there?
I haven't seen anybody wearing them yet.
Okay.
PLC usually does.
Yeah.
PLC's actually been really good about always wearing them.
Yeah, always look forward to seeing the guys with the GoPro highlights. Always looks pretty good.
Yeah, PLC gives us some of the best GoPro footage, especially with those big flips that he does. They really look cool, the GoPros.
Yeah, they do too, eh? They do too. Ooh, here, this is nice in the way.
Paddling, no? Yes, Magno Passo's paddling on this right-hander.
Yeah, looking pretty good. Yeah, nice clean roll there. Just gets back under the section. Kind of hit it a bit weird, like it did a little double up just underneath him, and it was pretty high up on the wave. But yeah, he came out of that one pretty cleanly. It looks like a really nice looking wave down the beach there for Jose Otavio.
And here's blue Jose Otavio on his first wave with his barrel. Nice ARS out of the bowl section. He's going to find another roll? He does.
Yeah, finds another roll and, yeah, pushes out of that one. So that's an awesome opening wave for Jose Otavio. See, that's exactly what I was talking about, just local knowledge.
And that's a trialist.
And, yeah, he's on his way back out there. I'm very interested to see what that score is. I mean, that was such a clean ARS. I think we're going to have another look at it soon.
Well, Magno, a nice roll of his own. You're getting some good projections, good extension. But ducks out. I'm gonna dare to say that Jose Otavio got the best of that exchange.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely say so. Yeah. So, yeah, this is another look at Zertavio's one.
Here's a replay of our trialist, coming out of that barrel with an ARS, looking good.
Bang. That was really, really smooth. Really good riding from Zertavio there.
So Magno passed us on the last wave with 3.5, and that adds to his 3.75. PLC still with a 6.1 and a 0.75. And Jose Otavio, we're waiting for a score to come through for him, but I'm guessing we're going to be in the 6 range. We are, 6.38.
There we go. Nice call, Eric. Very nice call.
Well, I've watched a bodywork contest or two.
Yeah.
Especially in the last couple of days.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's a really good opening score for Zertavio. I mean, he's pretty much, that's actually better than PLC's first score. So let's put Zertavio in a really good position, you know, that he just needs another small score to back that up, and he'll be out in the lead. But he needs pretty much nothing to go to second. Look at Magno. Nice shot of Magno. They're waiting. Looks like a bit of a lull at the moment.
18 minutes and 20 seconds ago here in this heat, though.
Yes, I think Jose Otavio did pretty well at last year's event. I remember specifically that a heat last year between him and I can't actually remember who he was with, but I think he got the only perfect 10 of the event, or maybe a very high 9. Did a massive invert out of the bowl and backed it off with a reverse off the end section, I think. And yeah, it's pretty much one of the most standout waves in the event.
Yeah, for sure.
What's interesting is that look how far down Jose Otavio is sitting from the other guys. He's all the way over on the left side of the area, and you've got PLC all the way on the right side of the area. So guys are taking pretty different heat strategies out here. And then you got Magno in the middle, Piggy in the middle. So it's, yeah, everyone's trying to stay away from each other, try and get their own waves.
Well, there's Giuliano, our local promoter here, and Daniello. He's one of our PR guys who helps out with all the press stuff down here in Brazil. They're working hard this morning.
Yeah, the guys are on it. No, it looks like we're on the paddle here.
On the right in blue, Jose Otavio.
Yeah, drawing a nice line, and wax an invert off the end section.
Invert right there.
Pretty small waves to do an invert off, but he got relatively decent projection, and yeah, I mean he only needed a 0.5 before that to go to second, so he's going to second. But it's not going to be much, and Pierre's in a pretty good position too. So let's say the person here in danger is Magno. Magno's just sitting on 2 pretty small scores. His total score is not much more than the other guy's opening rides.
Yeah, so let's take a look at a 3.25 for Jose Otavio on that little invert right there. That's going to temporarily bump him up to first place, but we know things are going to change.
Yeah, definitely. Still a lot of time left in this heat. Looks like we could have another paddle here. This time from...
this is PLC, the former world champion.
Wow. Very fast, clean flip off that section there. Rides out of it pretty cleanly. You know, you can see again he was kind of on top of the double up there, but sort of launched back down. Here we're gonna have another look at it. When he comes to the bottom there, yeah, whacks that flip in there, and then kind of look how he just airdrops over that second double up section.
Yeah, like we said, I mean he's able to flip on just about anything.
Yeah.
In big and small waves. So.
Yeah, he can do them on command.
Okay, so a 4.88 on that last wave for PLC. That puts him back up into first place. Jose Otavio, the total score of a 9.63 in second. Magno passes with 7.25. Jose needs a 4.63 if he wants to take the lead away, and Magno needs a 5.89 if he wants to get up in a position where he can advance to the 4th round. But again, we're only halfway through this heat. 15 minutes down here in heat number 14 of the competition.
Yeah. Looks like we got something. Magno paddling off down the beach there. He's maybe seen something or wants to get away from the other competitors. He knows he's in a pretty vulnerable position right now. And he needs to get busy. He needs to start placing some big scores.
Well, Magno's a veteran, you know what I mean? And when he's competing against guys who are coming out of the trials, I don't think he's too nervous.
Yeah. Although sometimes they're the most dangerous guys. They just seem to be the hungriest, you know. They really they're just so stoked to be in the event. They feel like they've got nothing to lose, so they end up surfing the best they've ever surfed because they just go into it with an all-or-nothing attitude. And sometimes they can be the guys who, you know, in 2011 we saw Jason Finlay, who wasn't a trialist, but he was a wild card.
Yeah.
And he came right through the event and won the event in Fronton. And in the same year we saw Alex Uranga, who was actually a trialist, come through the trials, get into the main event, and take out the whole event. With like a freaking broken face.
It can be done for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely an awesome story when it happens, though.
Yeah. So it's you know, there's some really strong guys out there and dudes with stamina, enough stamina to surf 15 heats and still win the one at the end.
Yeah, for sure. And I wanted to mention that I'm still getting more Moroccan comments on the Facebook and on my personal Twitter and Facebook. Must be a huge bodyboarding scene in Morocco.
Yeah, there's a huge bodyboarding scene in Morocco. A guy wrote to me last night and asked me if I was coming over for the GQS event there at the end of the year. And it's a pretty interesting question. I'd love to go over there. Let's hope that continues as planned. And
is that contest? Where are we at with that contest? Is it on?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. The guy who wrote to me seemed pretty sure it was on. So I mean, I guess they're the guys on the ground, so they would know. But yeah, it's be a great trip to go over there, especially to compete. And I think they've got a lot of government support over there as well. The King's very into it. How cool is that? The King from Morocco likes bodyboarding. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, right now we have a little plug for you for GoPro. We're going to show you some of the footage that PLC is able to get with his GoPro camera. Check it out right now. Check it out right now. Like we said, you know, PLC getting some of the some of the coolest stuff and all these flips. Check it out right there, Jared.
Jeez, it looks amazing, eh? Especially the way his technique of doing it. How's this invert reverse? That was
pretty.
insane.
I saw that the other day, and I really liked it.
Yeah. That was really epic, eh? Wow, it definitely is. Because he does it so clean, it just looks the best on him, you know? Like, I've had a crack, and there's just too much white water around.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he just gets such a good clean boost of the lip, and, yeah, it makes the GoPro cameras, they work so well. And Pierre makes them look good.
Yeah, 100%.
See, check that annoying whitewash in the face of the waves when after a set. You know, the water needs somewhere to go, and unfortunately it normally comes out right to the peak where you're trying to surf. Yeah,
well, you know, talking about the GoPros, I mean, PLC really got a lot of amazing GoPro footage from the South Coast Crusade. I don't know if you saw it, but he had some huge flips there, and they were really, really good.
Yeah.
Also, he had some... Sasha Specker making his way down the contest.
Yeah, always looking his best, dressed in a collared shirt. He's ready for some more action. Sasha posted the highest heat score of yesterday, so I mean,
he had some great races. But I was going to say, once again another flip there from PLC. Just say, and some of the footage that we had of him from Gringo in Arica, huge airs, and he was in the air for so long before he would you'd see him bust a move, and he'd be in the air forever, and then you see this big impact when he lands. And take a look at him here on this left, flipping again out on the open face.
Yeah, I mean, that was another good flip from Pierre. I dare say that might be a little bit bigger than his second wave score. Yes, it looks like it was.
5.88 there for PLC. So that solidifies his lead a little bit. Jose Otavio still looking for a 5.63. Magno Passo still down there in third place. Still over 10 minutes to go, though.
Beautiful air race there from Magno Passo. Lands so flat and just spins around with ease. So, I mean, that's going to be his best wave of the heat so far.
Wait for the score coming through for that.
Yeah, I mean, talking about Pierre's, I think he was wearing a GoPro for that massive F40 he did in Arica, and I mean, he just fell for so long. It just gives you such a unique perspective of it, those GoPros. If we get another look at Magno Passo's wave, hits it really cleanly, lands super flat, and just spins around complete control, and that netted him a decent score.
So let's wait and see what he gets on that. Is that the 5.83?
Yeah. Yeah, so that was his best score of the heat so far, and he's not needing much now to to go back in a second.
Okay, so Magno still in third place, though, needs a 3.81. Jose Otavio needs a 5.63 if he wants to take the lead away. We still have 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Here's Magno again on the set.
Oh, yes, Magno. Nice roll there. Just look how cleanly he lands. He's done this a million times before. He knows exactly what the judges love to see. And he does that. It's something I really respect about Magno is he serves to the criteria so well. He doesn't do anything. He does. He's capable of doing every move in the book, but he knows when to do it and when not to do it. And he knows that in this situation, he just needs to do whatever he needs to do to get through. And
like I said earlier, he just has such good composure.
Yeah.
He's so controlled right there. Just snaps that roll around. He doesn't flail his body at all. He's just very, very tight.
Exactly. And he's been rewarded for that, Eric.
He has. He has a score of a 5.2. That's going to put him up to second place on the heels of a 5.83. So 2 solid ways for Magno. And we talked about it. He's a veteran. He's not getting that nervous. He knows that it'll come to him when it comes. Again, Jose Otavio, he only has 2 waves. He can really he can bounce back up there really quickly because that 3.25 is not necessarily a score that you're going to want to keep.
Yeah, exactly. So Jose, he's sitting out there on his own now, kind of a bit down the peak. As you can see, he's out there in blue. And it looks like a bit of a set on the way.
Looks like a bump on the horizon.
That bump out the back looks pretty tasty. It's going to be interesting to see who has priority, but then we're going to look at the baby eagle himself, Alex Leon.
That's right, the World Tour manager.
Having a chat there.
Giving himself a little rub there. Oh, he's wearing the Valley, too, for a Crawley.
Alex is doing an amazing job as the tour manager, and we're very happy to have him. And looks like we have a pedal here from our man.
Look at this on the left. Jose Otavio pulling into that closeout barrel, nowhere to go.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. That's not going to get in the score he needs.
7 minutes, 20 seconds to go.
So he's still got time. He's heading back out there now. Pierre's left out there alone right now. He's the heat leader. He's looking pretty comfortable. Magno needing a solid score to attain him. And, it's looking like the cream's right into the top in this heat.
Yeah. 7 minutos mais. Mais sete.
Yeah, you learning some Portuguese?
I've known Portuguese for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I guess you guys got there's a lot of Brazilian fighters on the UFC and that, yeah?
There's a lot of Brazilians in America for sure.
Yeah.
And I've always spoken Spanish since I was a kid. My dad actually is a Mexican citizen. No way. My dad's lived in Mexico for 10 years. He lives in Cabo.
Okay. And was he born in the United States or?
Yeah, my dad's white as could be.
Okay.
He just moved to Mexico because he likes it.
Yeah, okay, cool, man.
He's got a big place down there in Cabo, and
awesome.
It's about maybe 100 meters from the water, and they got a house on a big hill there, a bunch of property, and they got horses and stuff. They ride on the beach, and they go fishing every day.
Insane.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he want to live there?
He's living the good life.
Yeah, sounds like it.
But the problem is, if you're not a Mexican citizen, they don't let you buy property.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So my dad had to become a Mexican citizen in order to own property or to own a business.
Wow. Okay.
They make it that way for a reason, because if it was easy for anybody to just come down to Mexico and buy property, it would all be owned by foreigners.
Exactly. Oh, that's pretty good. They're looking after the local people, and it's good on there, Mexico. So it's
5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Everyone's still out there waiting patiently. I love to see all the guys just spread out. It's that's the great thing about competing in a beach break, is that you're not all sitting on the exact same peak. There's not that annoying tension in the air. It's just everyone's out there doing their own thing and surfing, and that's what I love to see. I really like that. See GT giving Dudu Pedro a pretty hard time there, poking him in the ear.
What a surprise. Okay, let's take a look at some more of our comments. Man, we're getting a lot of comments, Jared, you and I.
Yeah? Yeah, well, let's give them some love. We got Pierre up on a nice-looking little wave.
Little spitter.
Yes.
Is he going to find anywhere to roll at the end? He's got less than 5 minutes in this heat. He is in the lead. Yeah. He rolls it right there.
There we go. It's a nice little wave. Small barrel on the outside, and threads it through with a bit of a roll. I think his hair's getting pretty long. trailing out there at the back there. And you've got Magno sitting out on his own. And you've got another look at Pierre's wave.
Look at this nice bottom turn. The style's there.
Yeah.
It's as good as it gets.
Yeah, the style is there, and he pushes over that second, gets a bit of a wedge, and Magno passes up on a nice second one.
Look at this set wave on the right.
Ooh.
ARS out of that section. Does he complete it?
It looks like he did manage to hold on. It looks like he kind of came a bit unstuck on his board there, but managed to hold on, and I think he rode out that one, Eric.
Alex Parker giving us the hoo-hoo. He wants to know what the water temp is like, and Alex, it's well into the 70s. It's as comfortable as could be. Maybe I think it's a tad bit warmer than Hawaii here.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. At least in the mornings, Hawaii is pretty cold in the mornings over in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's a little chilly. When you're chunking it, but
yeah.
Here you don't even think about it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful temperature. Yeah, I always prefer to wear a wetsuit. I'm just comfortable in them, but you could definitely get away in boardies.
Aboula Joule is telling us there are a lot of Moroccan bodyboarders.
Yeah.
And it says big ups to Jared. And they're stoked to see Brahimi Douche and PLC ride.
Sick, man. Thanks for that.
Man, every time I make a comment about Morocco, we got more of these guys coming in. It's got to be, there must just be an absolute nation of boogie boarders over there.
Yeah, I think they are.
That's insane. Okay, let's bring you up to date with the scores. We have less than 3 minutes remaining. As you see, Ben Player, the Aussie, on screen. PLC with a 4.95 in the last wave. It's not going to be something he's going to take home with him. He still has a 6.1 and a 5.8. Magno Passo's got a 5.9 in the last wave.
Yeah.
So that replaces 5.2. He has a total score of 11.73, And Jose Otavio in third place with 2 minutes, 35 seconds ago. He needs a 5.35. It's not a very difficult score to get. He's certainly capable of it. He had a 6.38 earlier, so, man, things can change at any moment.
Yeah,
where we stand now, PLC and Magno Passos are looking to advance to the fourth round.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting that Magno's opted to go and sit all the way down there and kind of leave Jose by himself on this end of the beach, because usually in this situation, if Ryder's in second and he's trying to fend off third place from getting over him, he'd go and use his priority over Jose Otavio right now, but maybe Jose actually has priority over him. And that's a pretty stressful position to be in for Magno, especially when a rider of Jose Otavio's caliber only needs a 5.35 to overtake him with still a fair bit of time left on the clock. 1 minute, 40 seconds, anything can happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like Pierre's making his way over somewhere. He's paddling with a bit of gusto. Looks like we have a
Jose
bit of interest
Otavio,
here.
he needs a 5.35. I don't know if this is the wave to get it, though. A lot of white water, a lot of foam. No.
Oh,
Man, that was a bad decision. It was a bad choice.
Yeah, no, he's lost his priority there, which is very unfortunate for him, because in a situation like this, priority is... See, look there. Now we've got...
Bad choice. Rip.
Look at Magno heading over. Look at him heading over, Eric. He's just flying over there to get down to him, because now he has priority over him.
Man.
I think he's being a little bit too obvious about it, though.
Pretty aggressive.
For the judges might cotton on to him. So, yeah, he's slowing down a bit there now. Wow.
So, yeah, we're listening to the priority list on the beach announcer.
Yeah, 45 seconds ago. Magno's
time
heading
is
over
winding
there.
down. It's going to be really, really tough.
Yeah, look at him going. He's going. He's just like a lion after his prey. He's like, nah, you're not going to get another shot. Yeah, he's pretty close to him now. That's awkward.
That's awkward.
But that's the nature of competition. It's you. If you're not out there to win it, then you really shouldn't be out there.
But he's fully within the rules, right?
Yeah, he's fully within the rules. Everything completely legit. And you can only do it once, If he wants to block Jose Otavio, he can do it one time, and then he loses his priority, and Jose will be able to catch whatever wave he likes. And
that is it.
There we go. Magno using priority over Jose Otavio.
Man, that's the strategy. That's what it takes.
Yeah. And with that, Jose Otavio is,
So, PLC, no surprise, the former world champion, making it through. Behind him, Magno Passos, the Brasileiro veteran of the IBA World Tour, doing a tremendous job. And unfortunately for Jose Otavio, your trialist, that is going to be it. He's going home with $800 and 800 points. So it could be worse. You know, that's not so bad, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have to go anywhere. He's just right on his doorstep. So, I mean, $800 staying home is pretty good, you know. I know he won't be happy with it. He's such a good bodyboarder, so he'd want to have gone further, but you can't be too bummed.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to throw you to a little commercial from our sponsors. When we come back, we will have Eder Luciano, Brahim Idouche, and Nicholas Bastos in the water ready to rock here at round number 3. See you in a minute. Okay, back live once again, the 4th stop of the GoPro IBA World Tour. It is the Itacoatiara Pro.
Yeah.
I said it so well, I think.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good, right?
Nicholas Bastos is in the water. He is Brazilian. He has a lead of 6.88 and a 3.5. And we have no scores for the other riders as of yet, although we just saw Eder Luciano on a wave.
Jeez, he's gotten real busy real fast. I saw Nicholas Bastos surf for the first time a couple of years ago, and he was impressive then, and he's just as impressive now.
It's looking good, right?
Yeah, it's looking real good, right? Looking really, really good.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah. So, I mean, great to see him out here now competing. I think we're going to get another look at his waves now.
Take a look at this left-hander for Nicholas Bastos. Look at this beautiful flip right there. Just how do you turn that around?
Yeah, that was insane. That was pretty remarkable. I mean, he landed really vertically as well, like kind of in the nose of his board. And I think the lip kind of must have landed just next to him, pushed him out. You've got to look at Luciano's first wave as well.
And this is a 4.63 that he got. Honestly, though, how Nicholas Bastos turned that one around?
Yeah, that was pretty incredible. Pretty incredible, especially the angle he landed at, you know. Like, he kind of undercooked it a bit, but, still managed to get it around. Here's Brahim.
I'm still confused. I don't know how he's able to do that. Check this out. And way down the beach is Brahim on that left.
Oh, I think he also did an RS there. I'm not actually sure what that was. You couldn't really see from this angle. But that was a pretty good opening. The guys are getting really busy in this heat. I mean, Nicholas already on 2 waves.
Yeah, it just shows how like each heat is so much different. You know, like one heat will have all kinds of waves, guys getting a wave every 20 seconds, and well, other heats where guys are going 18 minutes without catching a wave. And yeah, that was just a regular roll.
Yeah, and I don't think he rode out of that either.
So scores coming through for Brahim Idouche. He has a 5.6 and a 1.6. Eder Luciano still with a 4.6 on the only wave that he caught. So currently, Nicholas Bastos, who's on the screen, in the lead. And look at that late roll through the roof.
Yeah, right through the roof. And, yeah, so he unfortunately coming out and stack on that one. He's got a support team on the beach there. Some of the most passionate supporters I've ever seen. They're literally telling him, while he's riding a wave yesterday, I heard them going, go, 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 go. Roll, roll. Like, while he's on the wave. You know, like, for me, that'd be completely distracting, but it seems to work for him. So it's pretty interesting to see how everyone does it really differently. It's got a real coach culture here in Brazil.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the Brazilians are so intense and so competitive. And we talked about this. They're like that with every single sport. I mean, they're so competitive, whether it's bodyboarding, surfing, fighting. I mean, they created Vale Tudo, soccer. I mean, and all the way up to even like motorsports like Formula One. We see Brazilian drivers like Ayrton Senna, some of the best in the world. They're such a competitive and athletic people.
Exactly. They are. They are very much so. You can see it on their beaches too, man. You know, you take a walk around Copacabana and there's just volleyball on the beach, soccer, all these exercise little structures set up everywhere. You know, there's such a culture of just being active and being competitive and being the best and always striving to be better. So it's pretty amazing, you know. That's why I think they've had such competitive success in just about every sport that they are involved in.
So again, 23 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this heat. Time is aplenty in this heat. We still have a lot of time. These guys already gotten, you know, Nicholas Bastos already has 3 waves. Luciano only has 1, but it's a decent score of 4.6. So we're not. I don't think these guys are stressing out like they were in the heats before.
Nah, there's definitely a lot of time, man. Guys got very busy very early. The tide's starting to drop out a bit. And I think we're going to be in for a good day of competition, Eric. I think that the waves are going to play along. They're going to improve with the lower tide. And let's hope that guys come out with the goods. I think there's going to be a couple of really good-looking heats coming up.
Now, we talked about the Moroccan bodyboarders and all the support at the beginning. Well, speaking of Moroccan, we have Brahim Idouche up in front of us. And he's a guy that's been surfing really well. I mean, he's definitely an impressive guy. He's a smaller guy, a lighter guy, able to really get bigger air than a lot of the other riders.
Yeah.
So definitely, he is one to look out for to see in blue. That's Nicholas Bastos.
Yeah, really good looking right-hander. Kind of rolled, kind of timed that pretty difficult because he came down right underneath the lip. And as you can see, he wasn't able to ride out of that one. I think that if he rode for a little bit longer and kind of projected out a bit more, he could have had something pretty good for that wave.
Yeah, I think you would have, but it wasn't to be seen. Here's rider in red, Eder Luciano. He has a 4.63. He's looking to add to that score. Wow, he does. Nice roll right there.
Yeah, very good roll.
Again, I mean, with that big whitewater explosion for these guys to just reappear out in front of him is like, it's impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I think they're kind of like just getting over it. And as soon as it comes back down, it pushes them out really cleanly. That's when you see them come out, they look like nothing happened. And I think it's because they don't really feel it, but it all happens just behind them. But it has been on a great roll. I think for me, yesterday was definitely the standout of the day. He had a great heat, busting massive air aces and flips. Had a really good invert. And it's impressive to see him just going wild. You know, he's normally a pretty safe surfer. I mean, there he does a nice clean roll through the lift, comes out very cleanly.
Yeah, let's wait for a score for him on that one.
And yesterday was really going for it. No, I love seeing that.
That was a 4.83 he got.
Yeah, so he's looking pretty good in second.
Place, total score 9.46. Brahim has a 1.63 still counting for him. That's not a very good score. He wants to replace.
Yeah.
He only needs a 3.83 to move up to second place in advancing position. We got a lot of time. 20 minutes to go, and Isabella Sosa has caught up with PLC down to the beach. What has he got to say, Isabella?
Hello, guys. I have here the winner of the last heat, PLC. Congratulations. And how are you feeling with this heat?
Yeah, I feel good. The waves were very slow. It was very hard to get the good waves. I was lucky to get a good one as soon as the heat started, so that put me in the first place with a bit of confidence, and I got a second one. But it was a very hard heat. Jose Otavio had the best of the heat and didn't make it.
And the conditions looks like pretty hard today. You think the guys will put the other hand too?
I don't know. It's up to the judges or the organizer to make a call. But let's see how it goes with the low tide. If it's fun and better, and if the condition doesn't look as good the next couple of days, then why not?
Yeah, you want to say something to Rutinha in Portugal?
Yeah, I want to say hello, Ruth. I love you. I miss you, and hopefully we can go all the way.
Yeah, congratulations again. Back with you guys.
Well, thank you so much for catching up with PLC. 2 world champions right there.
Yeah, 2 world champions.
And we're getting some more comments. Todd Allen says, good job, boys. Aloha. And let's see. Felix Rose wants to know what fins Magna Passos is using. Those are the all white ones. I don't know what
they are. Yeah.
Do you know what kind they are?
I don't know what brand they are actually.
They're all white. I noticed that. Let's see. We want to know if does this wave remind you of Gassies? That's from Lawrence Frank.
Yeah, Lawrence, it definitely does remind me of Gassies a bit. I still think Gassies get better though. You know, a bit of hometown pride, but the water's colder there, bro.
So that automatically makes it 2 feet bigger here.
Yeah.
So again, still waiting for some more waves to come through. We still have plenty of time in this heat, like I mentioned a few minutes ago. I mean, we still have 19 minutes to go, only 11 minutes down. Nicolas Basso is currently in the lead. He's leading his fellow Brazilian, who is in second. That's Eder Luciano. And the Moroccan, Brahimi Douche, in third, but he only has 2 waves. One of those is 1.63, and we know he's going to better that.
Yeah, so looking good here in this heat so far. A lot of action going down. Brahimi Douche still looking to drop his 1.63. Yeah, he's looking in a pretty good position to be in, actually, with so much time left to go. He just needs a 3.83. It's definitely no stress, no skin off his back. But the interesting point here for me is Nicolas Bastos. You know, we haven't really seen him too much in competition over the last few years. I've always known about him. I've seen him surf in 2010 at Saco in Rio, and he was very impressive. You know, but it really seems that this year he's been ripping. I saw him free surfing in Arica, and yeah, I dare say he did some of the better moves I saw the whole time I was there. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how he goes in this event. I think we can expect big things from him. And as I said, Eder Luciano in red from Brazil as well. He was one of the standouts yesterday for me, and I'm hoping to continue his good run. And Brahimi Douche from Morocco out in 3rd place at the moment. Yeah, we got a nice look at Eder Luciano. Kind of trying to push through that barrel. Unfortunately, getting a little bit caught up, but boosting a nice roll through the end section there. And and he rides out of that one. So he was looking for a 5.56 to go to first. I think it's going to be a pretty close call to see whether or not he gets that. That'll be up to the judges. But good combination there from Eder. I mean, looking for the barrel, taking a pretty big risk, and coming up with a roll. I think we're going to have a replay of it. Yeah, so quick bottom turn there. He's in the barrel. Unfortunately, not coming out too cleanly. No, kind of broke a little bit on him. But then punches a nice roll out through the end and rises up the beach. That only got him a 3.63. So judges didn't like that one. Nicolas Bastos with a massive roll out the back. And he rides out of that one. So Nicolas Bastos was in first before that wave, but he was looking to improve on a 3.5. And I dare say that's definitely going to improve in that score and move him further into the lead. A bit of pulled out shot here of the lineup. And now we're gonna have a replay of Nicolas Bastos. One of the bigger waves of the day, guys. One of the bigger waves of the day. Really heavy section. Oh, gets kind of blown up on the lip there and rides out that really cleanly. So that netted him a 6.0, which has now put him even further into the lead. Second place, Eder Luciano now needs an 8.05. This is the man himself here, looking for that 8.05. Big clean roll through the lip. That's not going to be 8.05, but it could improve on one of his top 2 waves. So, yeah, let's see what the judges say about that one. But at the moment, Nicolas Bastos in a pretty commanding lead. We got another replay of Eder Luciano's last wave. Good line, good control through the lip there, and rides out that one cleanly. So we're waiting scores for that.
So a big 6 coming through for Nicholas Bastos on that last wave, huh?
Yeah, Nicholas Bastos had a great last wave. Then we had Brimadouche looking on that big one. Fortunately, a little bit bumpy. He got out that one quick smart.
Still tons of time left. We are exactly halfway through this 30-minute heat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a couple of exchanges while you're out there, while you're gone, Eric. And, I mean, Nicholas Bastos is looking pretty strong.
I was gone?
Oh, no, I mean, just while you're just, like, kind of just readjusting, making sure your hair is looking good for the next time you appear on the camera. It's cleaning up. But, yeah, Nicholas Bastos coming out really strong, boosting a really big roll. And that's what got him that 6.
So again, Nicholas Bastos in the lead. Behind him is Eder Luciano with a 10.11. He needs a 7.6 to take over the lead. Brahim Idouche is still down there in third place, but he's yet to get a second good wave.
A couple of bigger sets coming through. Two
the
waves,
lines, yeah.
two waves these guys have got in this heat are definitely the biggest of the day so far. So that's a good sign, yeah. The tide's dropping and the waves are picking up, then we could be on for something special on the push.
For sure. And after seeing Ben Slimane go down yesterday to what I thought was some very controversial scores.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a barrel on a right and a reverse air and only got like a 4.8, which I was really confused by.
Yeah.
And he was getting scored relatively low on those Gorfs. So after seeing him go down yesterday, man, the Moroccans are really putting a lot of faith in Brahim Idouche. They want to see him make it through to the later rounds. We see red right there, Eder dropping into a closeout barrel. Looks like didn't go much of anywhere.
Yeah, that was a bit quick. Not too much scoring potential there. And, yeah, Ben Slimane was really ripping yesterday, you know, and was a bit hard to see the scores that were getting thrown out for him, but, you know, that is sometimes how it goes. Judging's a very subjective thing. You know, the guys do their best to try and put out the fairest scores, but at times they might just not measure up to what the public or other people necessarily think that was deserved. But something positive from yesterday that there was pretty amazing was that they actually changed a result based on video footage.
Yeah, they did.
Which was the first time I've ever heard of that or seen it. And I think that's a huge step in the right direction, you know. And that was actually Ben Slimane was the rider in question there. So that was awesome to see, and I hope they keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason for them to not go back and change. I mean, I understand they want to try to avoid that because they don't want every guy coming up saying, "Hey, let's change this, let's change that." But I mean, if something, you know, what happened yesterday in the trials was the judges missed a wave of Ben Slimane's.
Yeah.
What happened was in some of these heats, there's guys taking off so many waves at a time. Sometimes there's 3 guys on a wave at the same time. It happened yesterday in the trials. And judges are trying to watch all those waves. They completely missed an entire wave of Ben Slimane's, didn't give him a score whatsoever.
Yeah.
And he was able to just show them a video of the wave and get a score on it, which it's one of those things that's like, hey, he did catch that wave. It happened.
Yeah.
So he deserves to be scored on it. I mean,
exactly.
If you catch a wave in your heat in the contest area and it's not scored, I mean, you should be scored on it. And
100%.
It's human error, which is going to happen now and then.
Yeah.
Luckily, it doesn't happen very often here in the IBA, but like I said, it happened. He showed that it happened. He showed the wave, and he got a score and made it to the heat, so good for him.
Yeah, no, I was very, very, very impressed with that. It was awesome. And good on Ben Slimane as well for sticking up for himself. And I guess if that happened to me, I'd kind of be like, what the hell? Like, why didn't I get a score for that? But he came up here and he chased it up, and that's really great work on his behalf and great work on the judge's behalf for rectifying their error.
I'll tell you right now, if I was not scored on a wave in a contest, I would be upset.
Yeah, 100%, bro. It'd be devastating. You know, it'd feel like what happened, you know? But, yeah, so it was great work on the judge's behalf for dishing out that score yesterday, and great riding from Ben Slimane as well, you know? He might not have progressed, but some very impressive surfing from him, and, yeah, he's going to go back to Morocco just as celebrated as he would have been before.
So again, 10.5 minutes remaining. Brahim Idouche in third place, the Moroccan rider. We know he's capable of scores bigger than 5.6 and a 1.6. So we're waiting to see him get one more wave to see if he can possibly advance to the 4th round.
Yeah. So there's still a heap of time left in this heat. Yeah, Brahim's not needing too much to go through, and he's just gotta keep busy. You know, it looks like a bit of a lull at the moment, and that's always so unfortunate when you're looking for a score. It's just so frustrating. You just feel like everything's conspiring against you.
You see all that hair on the beach?
Yeah,
That's a lot of hair.
that's a lot of hair, eh? It's a lot of hair. Must be so hot. I'm even hot underneath my hair sometimes. So I
That's
can't
a hair
imagine
farmer right there.
what that lady's going through. Brahim patiently looking for another wave.
Yeah, I mean, still 9 minutes to go. I mean, remember we saw in the last heat Magno waited quite a while.
Yeah, he did too, eh? And in the end, it paid off for him. Magno progressed through that heat, but unfortunately for Lucas Rodriguez in one of the previous heats, the weight didn't pay off for him. So it's kind of a bit of a gamble doing that weight.
There is Red Eder Luciano on this left-hander down the beach.
Yeah, a bit of a tricky wave to ride there, a lot of backwash in it, and yeah, boosts a nice roll and comes out of it relatively cleanly. Yeah, let's see how that falls in his top 2 scores or not.
It's going to be close. It's going to be a 4 something.
Yeah.
Still, man, we're not really seeing the waves that we know that Itacoatiara is capable of providing to us. We had great waves for the competition last year. We had some size yesterday, a little bit overhead, but still breaking really close to the beach.
Yeah.
We're looking for the sandbar to get moved out as we see Eder Luciano's roll on that left-hander down the beach.
Yeah.
He's really far up there, too.
Yeah, he is too, yeah. He looks like he's really far down.
Brahim on his 3rd wave, looking to improve upon a 1.63. Wow, look at that roll.
Nice. That's definitely an improvement. Is 1.63.
Now, he needed a 4.48 if he wanted to move up, and, man, that was so much control.
Yeah.
Because that was a powerful, thick lip.
Yeah, that was for sure. So, yeah, I don't know, Eric. I'm throwing it out there that I think that might move him up into 2nd place. There goes, yeah, another look at it. Really good projection. I mean, he lands very cleanly with a lot of control. You can see him adjusting his board to try and get out in front of the whitewash as quick as he can. And yeah, looks like he was rewarded for that last wave.
That's right, a 4.95 puts him up to 2nd place ahead of Eder Luciano. Eder in the red has a 4.8 and a 5.2, so he needs a 5.31 now if he wants to pass Brahim Idouche again and remain in 2nd place and go on to the next round.
Yeah, there you have it on your screen, guys. And time's slowly ticking away in this heat. Nicholas Bastos still looking pretty comfortable. I mean, Brahim needs a pretty solid score. He needs the highest wave of the heat and then some to get in front of Nicholas Bastos. And now Eder Luciano is now out in 3rd place, and that's looking pretty tough for Eder right now. The waves are not easy.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got a Murray Laverne catching up with his girlfriend.
His
His
fiance,
fiance,
right?
yeah, his fiance. And he's looking pretty relaxed. I mean, he's through to round 4. He's stoked. Let's just hope the waves come through for us.
Well, it came through for Brahim after that last 4.95. He got a little wave after that, too, but that one's not going to count, 3.25.
Yeah. There we have another flat ocean to look at. But I mean, I reckon if you had to check out the Facebook now, I reckon the Moroccans would be going crazy right now on Facebook.
For sure.
They'd be loving
Let's check it out.
Yeah,
Good
let's
idea.
have a look what they have to say about it. I reckon they'd be so amped. No, I would be if I was from Morocco right now. Brahim's just charging through this. And Brahim actually won the GQS event in Brazil last year in Rio. So he's got a bit of a history with Brazil, you know. He's had a big win here before. And I think he's looking for another win on Brazilian soil.
Trying to catch up on these comments. Let's see what we got.
A little bit of a set coming through here. We got
Yeah, some bumps coming in.
Eder Luciano looks like he's having a paddle down the end there. And he is on. Just pulling into a closeout. That's definitely not going to be the score he needed. He's got to get out there very quickly.
That's not going to be the way to put him back in front of Brahim.
Most definitely not. The conditions look so stressful, you know, like.
It's hard to find the waves that have open faces and a shoulder to ride.
Exactly, but I guess Ed is feeling like he's kind of feeling like he's been pushed into a hole now. You know, he has to deliver. He has to get busy and keep finding more waves. And that's just not happening for him right now.
So scores coming through for that last wave of Eder Luciano. And like we said, I mean, that closeout barrel is not going to help him whatsoever. A 1.38 on it. He's looking for a 5.31.
Yeah, time's kind of not on his side right now either. He's, just 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. And searching for a wave like that. Here he's got another look at him now. Nice.
Look at that.
Pretty heavy roll. Rides out of it cleanly as well.
Do we have security at this event? I think we need to get some security. I mean, I see people roaming up here in the commentating area. Some street people.
Yeah. Man, the security was crazy last year.
Look at this in red. Eder Luciano, man, he's looking for something that's going to be a 5.3 or better, and that's not going to be it, is it?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's definitely not what he was looking for.
So again, 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and man, the Moroccan fans got to be excited because Brahim Idous is in position to move on to the next round.
Yeah. Yeah, not enough Eder. But he's so consistent, man. He just needs to get one wave that allows him to get a clean line to the lift and bust out one of his signature flat landing ARSs. And that will be, I think that will be enough to get him a 5.31.
Again, everybody, if you haven't already liked our Facebook page, we're up to 48,272 likes. We need some more. Look at Eder Luciano right there. Wow.
That was a sick ARS. Just what I was talking about before. He found that clean line up to the lip. Really nice projected flat landing ARS. And let's see what the judges thought about that. He needed a 5.31.
Felix, we want to say hi to Felix Rose and James Jones. Staying up late to watch us. We'll let you know the score in just a minute. 6.8 for Eder.
Wow. Okay.
6.08. That's a good score for Eder.
Yeah, that's
like you said. That's an ARS landing on the flats.
Yep, that's the second highest score of the heat, and that's Eder's bread and butter. He does that in his sleep, and he's just been waiting for the right wave to do it on. So I mean, I think that's his 9th wave, Eric.
It's a lot of waves. Yes, it is his 9th wave.
It's his 9th wave.
Now Brahim Idous, here he is on the left. He needs a 5.74.
Whoa.
Ooh, this could be it. Oh, maybe.
And is he going to finish off this roll?
It's going to be. He's going to get a 5 something, I bet.
Yeah.
On red.
Ooh, but
Eder again.
Wow, up on that big one. I think he got sucked over on that one. Yeah, guys are getting pretty hard now. This is really coming down to the business end of it now. Just like less than 2 minutes remaining.
In blue, our leader, Nicholas Bastos.
Yeah, he's just kind of having fun now. He doesn't really need to do that. And he didn't manage to push through that anyway. But
well, he has a 6 and a 6.88. It's not like he's so far out in the lead nobody can touch him.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, Eder can still get a 6.81 now and overtake him. But he got a replay of Brahim Idous' last wave. I mean, he really gets busted on that. But he needed to finish it off,
Man,
and unfortunately, that wasn't enough, Eric.
That's a pretty big maneuver, though.
Yeah. Wow. Less than a minute to go.
Only getting a 4.63 with that big flip out there on the open face, right?
Sorry?
Tough to see only a 4.63 coming through.
Exactly.
For a score.
Yeah, the thing is that he did very well to do what he did, but the place he hit it, there's kind of not much lip there.
Bunch of foam.
And he really had to force it over. And I mean, he did it with great style, and he made it look fluid. But the judges really like to see you hitting the lip and the wave doing all the work more so than you having to put it together.
Yeah.
And I think that's what that's what they saw there, and that's why they rewarded that 4.63.
Here's the set.
Wow, this is competition at its finest here. Set right on the buzzer.
Leader.
Nicholas Bass. Oh, had such a good line in there.
Less than 10 seconds. Is Brahimi Douche going to catch a wave?
No way.
Eder's not going to let him take it. Oh, wow.
Okay.
That is going to be it, unfortunately, for the Moroccan Brahimi Douche. Man, we really wanted to see him make it through. He's just such a good guy. So nice, so humble. He's representing so many people in Morocco, and we're sad to see him go home, but that's going to be it for Brahim.
Wow,
He's
man.
going to go home with 17th place, $800 US, and 800 points towards the GSS Tour ratings. That's going to be it for him. Eder Luciano and Nicholas Bastos are moving on, and we're going to send it off to a commercial. When we come back, our next heat, band player Sasha Specker and Lucas Mendoca. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a minute. We are live here at the fourth stop of the GoPro IBA World Tour. Eric Apple sitting next to South African Jared Houston for the Itacoatiara Pro, presented by Pride Bodyboards, as well as Net and Kimona Surf Shop.
Yep.
And if you didn't know, he's the amazing bodyboarder. I'm the good-looking one. We talked about that earlier. We just want to keep that straight.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, I'm frothing on this heat, Eric. I mean, Ben Player, current world ratings leader. Sasha Specker, my mate from South Africa, DK world champion, guy can do everything. And then Lucas Mondoka, who's a local guy from Brazil. I think is he a trialist or is he a wild card?
Yes, he is. He's a trialist.
Okay.
You know, and I will say that even though Ben Player is currently leading the points, Sasha's on a roll right now. This is Ben Player getting a wave really early for him. Usually likes to wait 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So he's getting started early in the heat. And, yeah, that was a pretty nice opening wave from Ben. Clean face, like one of the cleanest faces I've seen the whole day. And Ben would find that.
And look at Sasha, speaking of the devil, on the left-hander. Getting some extension on that left.
Yeah, and bust another roll off the end there. So that's a great, Sasha definitely got the best of that exchange.
Don't just stand there, bust a roll.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's a good little good motto there for the rest of the event.
Do you think we can get Young MC to sing it for us?
Who?
Young MC.
Who's Young MC?
Don't just stand there, bust a move.
Oh, no, never heard of him, bro.
Jeez, that's like one of the most iconic
really?
hip-hop songs in the world.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm a bit out of the loop here, right?
Yeah.
I'm coming from South Africa.
I'm
down the tip of Africa, right?
You are from Africa.
Yeah. So, I mean, we ride lions and stuff at school.
I know you know this song. I'm gonna play it for you right now.
All right.
Look at the right. This is a replay of Lucas Mendoca's first wave, a 4.63. He has the same score as Sasha, 4.63. This is Lucas on a second wave.
Yeah.
Look at this posture.
Wow, they're really going for the barrels here, but it's just, I guess they're seeing something we don't because they all kind of look like closeouts.
Ben Player on his first wave of 5.5, so he's leading the heat at the moment.
Yeah, wow, and Sasha actually, His first wave was not better than Ben's first wave.
So Lucas Mendoza momentarily in the lead with a 1.38 and a 4.63.
Okay, I do recognize it. Yeah. I recognize it.
Don't just stand there, bust a roll.
Okay. I know
Instead
what
of
you're
bust
talking
a
about
move?
now. I know you put me up to speed.
I had to bust out the phone and play the song here for Jared. I guess, they just got the wheel in South Africa last year. So,
Yeah, exactly, right. This is all before my time, too. Just remember, I'm only 24 years old.
It's weird to think they might actually know some real famous songs.
Yeah. No, we're not as bad as you think we are, man.
Well, I heard you guys are going to have electricity by the end of the year.
Yeah, man. Well, provided Eskom doesn't do any load shedding on us, we should have functional electricity, hopefully for the rest of our days. But here we got Sasha up and riding with the
On the right hand, or look at that.
nice flip off the end there. And unfortunately, just coming out stuck on that.
And Sasha's another one of those guys who flips in a very different way. He throws a flip and he turns his board sideways while his body's flipping it. It makes it look like a different maneuver, but it is just a backflip. Like I said, his board is just sideways, so it just makes it look odd.
Yeah, exactly. But that even that incomplete wave was enough to put him into first place.
So we have Nicholas Bastos on the beach with Isabella Sousa, the world champion. Isabella, take it away.
Hey guys, I have here with me the winner of the last heat, Nicholas Bastos. How you feel?
So happy. That's my first time on a GSS event, and so stoked for that.
And how your heat inside the water?
Yeah, that's the waves are hard, are strong, and so close to the beach, and that is hard conditions to compete, and two strong competitors, and again so stoked to win this heat.
And you wanna say something to home in Brazil? You're from here, from Rio. You wanna say something to the people in the beach and watching you?
Para minha família que está longe, está lá no Rio. Amo todos vocês, gosto de todos os meus amigos, todo mundo está me ajudando, galera ali na areia. Muito obrigado a todo mundo.
Valeu, parabéns.
Valeu.
Back for you guys.
Valeu, parabéns. That means congratulations in Portuguese for those of you who are Portuguese challenged. Good to see the two brasileiros down there having a good time. Once again, 23 minutes to go here in the fourth heat of the day. Sasha Specker is in the lead with a 4.6 and 1.7. Lucas Mendoza with a 4.63 and 1.3 in second. Ben Player with only one wave, but it's the highest scoring wave of the heat with a 5.5, and he has a lot of time, and we know he likes to be patient.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so he's sitting on the highest scoring heat so far, and that's a good position to be in because you know that you don't need too much to overtake the other guys. Sasha having a bit of a paddle there. I'm not sure what the priority situation was, but it looked like he had first priority, but he could lose it there. These guys are pretty competitive.
Guys paddling. This is blue. Lucas Mendoza.
Yeah, pulling out of that one. Good choice there. Looks like a bit of a set coming in here, and Ben's looking hungry. Ben looks like he wants it. And,
Ben is in position. He had priority. He only has one wave. This
Ben's
bouncy
up.
right-hander, though. Not a good wave.
Wow, man. So bouncy out there. You really want to be riding a pretty soft board that just can kind of absorb the chop.
Yeah, for sure.
Or a stiff board that kind of cuts through it, whichever way you're inclined. Everyone likes something different.
So those scores are going to come through, but they're not going to be anything to write home about, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's kind of a nice free fall there from Benny. So it's a pretty big heat, this. I mean, yeah, Sasha's kind of, he needs a result, you know. It's getting into the business end of the tour now. And he needs to come up with a result to keep his hopes alive. We've got Jalo Zeke heading out for his next heat. And, you know, Ben wants to keep his role going because he is currently leading the World Tour rankings, and he could be in for a third world title if he continues to play his cards right.
Yeah, for sure. This is yellow. Sasha Specker having a look, and that's pretty far on the inside.
Yeah, guys are sitting pretty far in. It's yeah, Eric, it's just not looking too great out there right now. It looks very, very tough for the guys. So I'm really hoping that the dropping tide creates a turn of events here. You've got a nice looking set on the outside. Lucas looks like he's in position for the right. And yeah, he's on.
This is blue. Lucas Mendoca, the Brasileiro. Look at this. Nice bottom turn. Trying to roll through that big lip.
Yeah, just not really having enough speed with the bottom turn there to ensure his projection under the flats and getting caught up a bit in the trough. Still early days though, 20 minutes left. And I mean, he doesn't need much to go to second or first. Yeah, you see that Ben actually, he went into first there with that 1 for that airdrop.
And here is Sasha once again. Nice clean bottom turn,
Nice.
good little invert.
Oh.
And that's going to replace his low score
Yes.
of 1.75.
Yes, he rode out that one. That's a great one there. That's going to be a good score, Eric. That was a really good projected invert.
Yeah, and it was a nice, clean, drawn-out bottom turn. I mean, he was aiming for that, for quite a while. And look at Sasha skimming back out.
Yeah. How's his Vipers too? He's pretty much on the only ride on the turn at the moment, rocking the Vipers.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. He's got the old school original boxy Vipers, not the MS ones. And look at this good invert, back fin out of the water.
Yeah, it almost looked like his board shot out there for a second. But he came up very cleanly on that. So that's going to be a good score. I'm very interested to see how that goes down. It's pretty much the best move of the day so far, in my opinion. First invert we've seen.
Well, no, we saw Brahim do one. I'm pretty sure. I've seen the inverted too. That might be the best one of the day, but not the only one.
Okay.
Okay, scores coming through. Sasha with a 5.88 on that invert. It's
Yeah,
a good score.
Yeah, it's not a bad score, yeah.
So like you said, it could be the best invert so far of the day.
Yeah.
Ben Player still with only one scoring wave of 5.5. He has a 1, but we know he's going to get rid of that.
And, Ben is up and riding on this left-hander and drawing a very nice looking line. Oh, and then we could be in for something good. Yeah, that was a good invert from Benny there.
He saw the score that Sasha got from an invert. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he cut out of that one really quickly. So, that was a pretty awesome invert. He had a lot of speed going into it. So I think the judges are really going to like that one. It's going to be interesting to see how they compare it to Sasha and just between Sasha and Ben's one.
Yeah, but it was also like a little bit bigger of a wave, I think. The angle was pulled back, but it was a bigger wave, so he might get a better score.
Yeah, bigger wave, more speed. And, that was a substantially bigger score, Eric.
There you go. Sasha on the right-hander. He's in second place. Nice flip right there.
Big flip, and, ooh, that was weird. But he rides out of that one. Is his board backwards? I don't know. I can't see. Nah. Wow. Okay. That's a solid score there for Ben Player.
Yeah, for sure. 7.75. I believe it's the highest scoring wave of the day so far.
Yeah, I think so.
So let's give you the lay of the land. Ben Player in the lead off the heels of that big invert as we see Sasha Specker's replay on the right.
Yeah, massive, pretty big flip. Very well projected, and see how he gets bumped up and kind of almost climbed back into that one.
Yeah, he turns it around. He's got that core strength.
Yeah.
So Sasha Specker in second place. He needs a 7.38 to take the lead, and the Brasileiro Lucas in third. He needs a 6.23 to make it.
Wow. This heat's really taken off, This is
sure.
what happens when you get the best guys in the world out here, and they just go crazy. Awesome to see that score from Ben. That was massive.
For sure. 16 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Eric Apple joined by Jared Houston here in the booth.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Eric. I'm pretty happy to be in here. It's always great to watch my countrymen's heat from this vantage point. It's good to get a bit of insight on the judging criteria for the day as well.
I think it's kind of an advantage for you guys to be in here and commentate and watch the waves on the screen and see all the scores coming through. I think it just gives you more information for your heat coming up.
Exactly. Very true. That is very true. So it looks like a little bit of action in the ocean out there. Something could be moving in on the outside. I guess all eyes on Lucas Mendoka right now. He needs a 6.23 to progress into the second position.
Well, his highest score is a 4.63 so far in this heat.
Yeah.
But we know that he's capable of getting those kinds of scores.
Definitely. And like I was saying before, Sasha, you know, he needs a result here. I think he's currently sitting 19th on the tour.
Yeah,
and
I just want to say that his last wave, that flip, got a 4.98. That one
Okay,
had to
wow.
kind of work his way out of the whitewater.
Yeah.
So that replaces his 4.63. So Sasha moving up a little bit. He's closer to Ben, and he's also separating himself more from Lucas in third place. Remember, first and second go on to the third round. Third place is going home with $800 and 800 points.
Yeah. So we look at a nice set approaching down the beach here. Ben is scratching over for it.
Look at this right-hander.
Yeah, he's on.
Ben Player, the Australian, he's leading the tour right now. Oh.
That was a sick drop. Do you see how the entire length of his body was spread out there? And the wave was still bigger than him. So that was a pretty solid set, you know?
Yeah, that was a good, solid peak.
Here it's Sasha up on a slightly better looking wave, gets a bit of a line into it, but also just cuts out. You know, too much whitewash on the inside of those sets. But yeah, Sasha's in a really comfortable position right now. Lucas is needing a fairly solid score to get out in front of him.
Let's see, how many boards do you usually take with you when you go to surf comps, Jared? That's from Felix Rose.
Yeah.
Like how many boards do you bring to Itacoatiara?
I try and travel with less boards now, but normally taking about 2 or 3 boards to a contest. Just so I have a bit of variety and something to fall back on in case something doesn't go to plan. In Chile I was riding NRG core, which is it's better for cold water. And over here I was going to ride PP and a 41-inch board, but just the way the waves are, I think I need a bit of extra size. So I'm riding a 42-inch NRG core here as well. And it's going pretty well.
Let's see. Jack Henry just wants a shout out on the event, staying up late in Sydney to watch us. I love people just say, hey, can you just say my name?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Everyone just wants a little piece of the pie, right? and it's easy enough to just bust up the name, too. So
there you go. I said your name. Ben Player on the left. Look at this barrel. Ooh. Oh, not going to find an exit.
Yeah, he looked like he was on for something good there, but just closing out. It's just annoying. Come on. Just want to see a bit more exits, a bit more clean exits. Oh, here we go. It's something interesting looking. Yep. Looks like riders might split the peak here.
This is yellow and blue. Look at that on the left. Sasha finding some barrels like he was able to yesterday.
Yeah, getting a nice barrel. And unfortunately,
I wonder what happened on the right with Lucas. We're probably going to see a replay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's panning back out. The right looked okay. I think Sash definitely, he made a good decision going left on that. Looked like he got a nice barrel. We got a replay of Lucas Mendoka's last wave.
Look at this barrel.
So he's in the barrel.
Not able to come
Not
out.
coming out.
Blown up inside there. 12 minutes remaining here in our fourth heat of the day. This is the final heat that Jared's going to be joining us, I believe. As we see Sasha finding an exit for that barrel over there.
And just really trying to get something off the end there, and unfortunately doing a bit of a salmon roll. The whole body just stays together and not really much happens, but still a nice barrel there.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of like one of the cleanest exits of the day.
Still waiting for a score to come through on that way for Sasha Specker. The Saffutter.
The Saffutter, the judges like that one, Eric.
Look at that, a 5.08 for Sasha. That's going to be one of his 2 scoring waves.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it hasn't decreased his score that he needs to get by much. But that's Sasha's slowly chipping away at it.
Now, are you and Sasha from the same area of South Africa?
Yeah, we both from Cape Town. Sasha's just from the other side of Tail Mountain, and I'm from I live on the west coast, and he kind of lives right in the city, but in like a very small little beautiful area called Camps Bay.
Now, do you guys get in heats together and kind of gang up on the other competitors and speak Afrikaans?
We haven't really done that. We haven't really had the honor of competing against each other too much on the IBA tour. But I mean,
The honor, man, you were a sweetheart.
Hey, yeah. But like Sash's a bit older than me. He's so he was always a couple of divisions ahead of me in the Saba tour, which is back home in South Africa. So I haven't had the opportunity to compete against him much at all. But I guess now that he's doing the world tour, maybe I'll get that opportunity soon.
That's our competitors area. The Brasileiros.
Yeah.
In the blue, Lucas Mendoca. Look at this. Bottom turning on his left, not going to find an exit, though.
Yeah.
He only has a 4.6 and a 1.6, and with 10 minutes to go now, he's really got to be thinking about how he's going to increase those scores because he is facing the fact that he could be going home real soon as we see Sasha paddling down the beach looking for that right-hander.
Exactly, yes. That's just flying down the beach there. This one looks like a little bit far out. But, Lucas Mendoca is not really having the best heat. Time is ticking away for him. I mean, under 10 minutes to go and looking for a score like that, the pressure's kind of starting to mount right now. Can't wait to get out there. It looks so nice, like so sunny and blue and pristine.
Well, that's Rio.
Yeah.
That's Itacoatiara. Definitely beautiful here. It's like a paradise.
Looks like we got Alan Munoz there getting his rash vest on. He's from Chile. He's a great rider from Chile. One of the crowd favorites over there, and it's awesome to see him being able to pursue the tour. And we got Dallas Singer there behind him chatting to GT, maybe getting a couple of pointers on how to go about it out there. Although I doubt GT would be handing those out freely.
So again, let's give you the lay of the land. Ben Player in first, Sasha Specker in second. In third, Lucas Mendoca facing the possibility that he could be going home soon. He needs a 6.33 if he wants to bump Sasha Specker back down to third place and advance through to the next round.
At least once again for these local guys. I mean, if Lucas Mendoca is in fact going home, it's just a quick walk up the road.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a pretty hard fall to swallow if you're coming all over from all four corners of the globe to come compete in these events and going home so early. It's never easy, but
yellow Sasha Specker from South Africa ducking out of that one.
Yeah, I mean Sasha's he's got pretty decent scores to improve on, so he's got to pick the right ways. Benny's out the back there looking very comfortable. He's trying to get as close to that rip as possible because that's where the best waves come through.
We see the scores coming through, and nothing really changing. Still, Ben Player in the lead. He's looking confident. Paddling on this one, I don't really know what he sees.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
See it more than I do. Popping out with that roll. Is that going to be a complete? I'd say it is.
Yeah, it's complete. It's complete. I'll give it to him. Yeah, I don't know how good of a score it'll be, but I mean, it's something he's keeping busy. He'd rather be riding waves than sitting out there doing nothing, And plus, he's fended Sash off of it. There you go. Yeah, good power all through the buffet.
Good extension. I mean, really, his arms all the way straight out.
Yeah.
Just locked in that looping form.
I love the replays when they show them riding off the beach. You can see their facial expressions and just all their little awkward body movements they do.
So not going to count 4.65 for Ben Player. Remember, his lowest scoring wave was a 5.5. So he was just keeping warm out there, keeping loose, trying to keep more in tune with the conditions.
Bit of a set coming through right now. Oh, Ben just sneaking out of a barrel, busting a nice carving reverse at the end there. And he pushes out that one too. So Ben's just kind of having a good time out there now, trying to stay busy, trying to stay limber. And it'll be interesting to see against the set because Lucas Mendoca needs to get busy. And Sasha's not wanting to catch a wave.
Well, I mean, Lucas Mendoza with he needs a 6.33, and he's watching, Ben get a 4.6 here and a 5 there, and Sasha get a 5 there and a 5.08 there. He's got to be frustrated. Like, man, can I just get one of those, please?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with it being his local beach, he wants to have a good showing here. So it looks like he's changed peaks now, Lucas. He's now sitting more towards the right, and looks like it's perfect timing. Looks something coming in right now. I wonder who's got priority here.
Well,
yeah, it could be Lucas.
Lucas is turning. Look at this right-hand barrel. Ooh. This could be a real good little barrel on the inside. Nice roll. Can he find one more maneuver? He needs to if he wants to get that score.
Yeah, he needs to. He's looking. It's kind of very slow wave and little roll. That's not going to be it.
I'm still getting all these Moroccan tweets.
Yeah,
don't forget to add that Brahimi Douche is such a nice lad, really humble, working on his dream, a role model for his kids, that's for sure.
Yeah, he is too. That's wise words there from whoever sent that. Got another look at Lucas Mendoza's wave. I mean,
look at his right-hander.
Clean ride, like he didn't do badly there, but the wave just kind of just fizzled out for him at the end, and it must have been frustrating. And there's Sasha getting into the barrel. What a pit pilot, eh? He just came out of that. That was amazing. That he might actually go into first now.
I love that.
That was amazing.
A pit pilot.
Yeah, he's a pit pilot, this guy.
I love it.
Absolute pit pilot. That was incredible. He was so deep in that. Wait till you see the replay, Eric. It's amazing.
He's a pit pilot. I love it.
He's just riding right on the foam ball and just kept it going. Here we got a replay of it.
Look at this right-hander. And he's really leading with his head and his shoulder into the barrel.
Yeah, I thought it was closeout for sure. Look how deep he is there. He's behind the curtain on the shockwave. And he just comes out there clean and finishes off with a roll.
I'm impressed.
I think that's going to be a solid score.
His lowest score is a 5.08. He's looking to replace that. We will let you know in a moment. And now, if he's going to take the lead, he needs a 7.38. Now, I don't know if he's going to get that high of a score on a small wave. Yeah,
it was a small wave, but yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Let's see. I'm pretty excited to see that score drop. It's going to be
6.4. So a good scoring wave, however, not quite a 7.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good to know. Good to know the judges are kind of especially for me, that's good to see now going into my next heat that, if I'm going to have a wave where I can get barreled or do a big move, then it's definitely worthwhile going for the big move instead.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, the pit pilot himself is right back on it. Unfortunately, not coming out of that one. I saw this guy, Sasha, he was piloting a few long barrels of Skeleton Bay in Namibia last year. And it's just something remarkable, He just never, ever come out. I mean, he'd come out at the end, but, he would never even come out, not even for a breath of air. Just stay in the shade all day.
Yeah.
So he really knows his way around a tube, this man.
Yeah, 100%. Another rider, we talked about Ian Campbell riding the tube really well. Sasha's done well this contest.
Yeah.
Another guy who seems to ride the barrel at every contest well, Dallas Singer.
Yeah, fully, yeah. He does too. That's a very good observation.
He seems to ride the barrel as good as anybody in the world.
Look how Sasha seemed to put Lucas in a very uncomfortable position now.
Yeah, Lucas needs a 7.65 at this point. With 2.5 minutes, he's got to be feeling the pressure here in his home country of Brazil.
Yeah, it's a big score to be chasing down. That's pretty much just shy of Ben's 7.75, and we all saw what it took to get that score. It's not unattainable. He needs a big clean wave and good line, and he could get it. But yeah, I wouldn't like to be in that position now.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth heat of this round.
Sasha paddling around there. I wonder if he's kind of going to chase Lucas down. I guess he feels pretty confident. 7.65 is quite a big score to get.
Well, Lucas has a 4.63 as his highest wave, and needs basically to almost double that if he's going to move on. So it's going to be tough for him.
Exactly. Looks like a small bump coming on the outside, but 1 minute 30 seconds left. It's looking tough for Lucas. Ah.
Well, let's see if I can get Amore up here on the way to the booth.
Lucas paddling down the beach there. Looks like there's something coming, you know. This is pretty much his last attempt, you know. It doesn't look like an amazing wave. I'd probably say the second one could be better, but I think Lucas is going to go. No. Less than a minute to go. This is tight.
Not going to help you.
But he kept Lucas off that wave. Ben helping out Sasha. Do you see him point to Sasha there?
Yeah.
He's like, I got you, buddy. I got you.
And that's going to be it for the Brasileiro Lucas Mendoca. So the veterans, Ben Player and Sasha Specker, moving on through to the fourth round. Again, Ben Player in first with 13.25. Sasha in second with 12.2. We are going to come back in just a moment with Jeff Hubbard, Alan Munoz, and Joao Zeke.
Awesome stuff.
We are going to be throwing you off to a commercial with some of our messages from the people who make the Itacoatiara Pro possible. That's Jared Houston. I'm Eric Apple. We'll be back in just a moment from Brazil. Okay, we are back live now. The Itacoatiara Pro presented by Pride Bodyboards as well as Net and Kamoka Surf Shop. My name is Eric Apple. I am your host for the IBA World Tour. I'm the host with the most here in the bodyboard world, having a good time in Brazil. This is our fourth stop of the IBA GoPro World Tour. We're checking out Blue right there, Joao Zeke. He's one of our trialists, dropping in on his first wave, rolling hard there on the right. I don't know if he popped out. Also, Jeff Hubbard already caught a wave. He got a 6 in the first 2 minutes of the heat. And joining me now in the booth, we said goodbye to South African Jared Houston. And this is yellow, Alan Munoz with a 1.43 not completing. So we say goodbye to Jared Houston. We say hello to Craig Haddad, one of our esteemed judges on the international panel of judges. How you doing, Haddo?
Yeah, good, Eric. Good. Nice to be here.
It must be nice to have a little break, and you don't have to sit there and stare at the ocean and concentrate too hard, because I know you guys, it's a tough job to really focus all day.
Yeah, what happens in there, we judge for 2 heats, and then on the we get 1 heat off, so just to keep us fresh throughout the day. might give you some rundown on how we work it there. We've got 6 judges.
Well, let's just a second. Let's let everyone know. So, let's give the situation. We got 30 minutes, buddy. We're going to talk a long time. Don't get a rush. Jeff Hubbard has a 6. You saw that replay right there on the left-hander. Joao Zeke, he's a trialist. His 1.63. Alan Munoz with 1.43. Again, Alan Munoz, the Chileno, who did so good over at the Arica event at El Gringo, and he made it into the later rounds there. Maybe felt some pressure from his hometown fans, and we'll see if he's able to alleviate that today. And, tell us a little bit about what goes on in the judges' room.
Yeah, Eric, the guys that are in there now are all well experienced. We have an international panel of 4 guys that travel from each event, and the 4 guys that are there now have been together for all 3 events so far. We were all in Arica, then we went through to Antofagasta, and now here we are in Brazil. We have 4 judges on at any one time, and all the scores count. And we average
As we
all
see,
4 scores.
I'm going to interrupt you. Sorry, Alan Munoz. Look at this left-hander. Some good shape right there in the barrel, right there in the critical section, rolls out of it. And that was a decent score right there for Alan Munoz. He wasn't very deep in the barrel, but the point was that he was in the critical section of the wave for a while, right?
Yeah, that's right. This wave, it looks... Here we see a replay now of it. Nice bottom turn. Looks like probably a set wave.
Yeah, and this is, like I said, Alan Munoz, the Chileno. And, Chile has an exploding bodyboarding scene, and Alan Munoz is at the forefront of it, one of the better riders. And a complete ride right there at the roll. Like I said, he's in the critical section, and we'll let you fans at home know the scores as they come through live. And once again, we are live here at the Itacoatiara Pro. Craig Haddon sitting next to myself, the host of the IBA World Tour, Eric Apple. And we are loving Rio, loving Itacoatiara. And this is Joao Zeke on a right-hander. And look at the speed. Big, thick lip right there. And very clean roll right there. I'm not sure if he's able to ride out of that whitewater, but a lot of composure through the beginning of it, correct, Craig?
Yeah, that's what we're looking for from the riders here. And the top 24 guys are pretty schooled on it now. We want to see a really nice bottom turn into all the moves. The judges at this level are well aware of how to distinguish whether it's a floppo, with no lip, or whether they've used the bottom turn in the whole move. This move looked like a pretty solid move. Again, it'll be hard for me to give any scores from here because what we're having is...
we have a different angle on the screen
that's right.
than from what you guys are seeing in real life. Now, the judges do not watch the waves on the TV screen like we are watching it here in the studio next to the judges. They're actually watching it live time out the window. Also, we want to say hi to Tal Cooperman. He's the biggest bodyboard fan back home in Southern California. I want to say big ups to him. We hope he's doing good. But, like you said, the judges, you said, like to see some long, drawn-out bottom turns, and you want to see maneuvers set up with intent in mind, right?
Yeah, fully bottom turned, like no floppos. And what we've been looking for here at this wave, because a lot of the moves are finished right on the sand.
Yep.
And when they're finished right on the sand, it's pretty easy to actually finish the move that way, You virtually just kick and you're onto the sand. So it looks like a complete move all the time.
Uh-huh.
The better moves are the ones that are finished maybe 20 metres out and in the water still, not right on the sand.
Okay.
So I think this happened yesterday on a few occasions. There was a few scores that were a little questionable, I guess, for some of the viewers. But what we needed to see was the moves done a little bit further out into the deep water on the set waves. It's hard to get a gauge of some of the... it's hard to get a gauge of exactly how it is from the screens. These guys are watching every single wave in a quiet booth with no talking or anything like that. Yeah. And on occasion we call for the replays to see exactly what what the completion of the move was. See a bit of a lull right now, I guess.
Well, and one of the things we discussed yesterday after the competition, I came into the judges area during your guys' meeting, and I wanted to ask about how do you guys compare? Do you judge heat by heat? So the thing we discussed yesterday was, are the scores relative to scores in other heats, and what was your answer for that?
Well, the judges start with a criteria, and every competition is has a set criteria, basically, you know, the biggest moves and the biggest part of the waves. And at this level too, we've got a lot of, you know, experience over thousands and thousands of heats. I think myself, I've judged something like 20,000 waves now, and, you know, to watch that many, you just get a feel for exactly what a good wave on any day is. But during the course of the day, we do reassess the conditions, and as maybe the tide changes or the swell decreases, we try to keep our scale out of 10 at all times. That way you're using the full scale and you're giving yourself every opportunity to reward the guys with the big points. It was really good. Actually, I know the judges enjoyed the fact that you came in yesterday too, and, you know, you spoke to them and, you know, trying to get a handle on exactly what's going on, because that can only be good for the viewers.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing for myself. I mean, I need to understand what the judges are thinking and how they're scoring, just like the riders do, to be able to do my job. And we have some lines coming in right now. That's red, Jeff Hubbard paddling. The two-time world champion from Kauai, Jeff Hubbard, driving on this right. Nice roll right there, clean, and it's on the outside section like you were just speaking about. So he's going to add to that score of a 6 that he already has. And let's see if someone behind him is on a wave. That Alan Munoz, the Chileno, a good-sized right-hander. Look at this barrel, Craig. And that's a beautiful wave. I mean, and he even completes it with a roll. So I'm going to expect to see a good score there. Not an excellent one, but a good to very good wave, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not asking you to give me a score.
No.
I'm going to say that's a good to a very good. I'm going to say, you know, a 6 to a 7.5 range.
I think, you know, you'll be close to the mark. My point here is it's a pretty hard gauge watching from the screen exactly the size of the wave, because you can't see the waves after it. But
yeah, it's hard to tell the exact size of the waves when you don't have anything to compare it to relatively.
But yeah, a good strong roll there from Jeff. Certainly going to count. He's only got one wave so far, so this will be a score. It looks like he's paddling here for another one.
This is it, another right-hander. And look at the speed he's generating. Is he going to make it? He is going to make it out of that barrel, ducking out, finding a little tummy twirl as well. And I bet he's going to find another roll to finish the wave he does.
Yeah, quick little barrel there for Jeff, and nice roll. And straight behind.
Munoz again.
Alan. Not making that one.
Okay, so we've had him down on the beach waiting for us quite a while. We're going to come back and give you the scores on those waves, and we're going to send it over to Isabella Sosa down on the beach with Ben Player. Take it away, Isabella.
How was your heat?
Yeah, it was really good. The conditions are starting to get way better out there, like way cleaner, and you know, got a couple of good little lefts. Did a nice roll and nice air, so the judges seem to like it, so I'm stoked.
And how if you compare the conditions yesterday to today, what do you think about?
It's way better today. It's way cleaner, and still got the same kind of power. You know, less sets and stuff, chopping it all up, and it's much easier. Yeah.
And you want to say something to home for your girlfriend?
Yeah, g'day Inga, how you going? And g'day Tobes, g'day Chloe, Mum, Dad, Ed, everyone. Thanks for watching and thanks for all the support.
Yeah, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yeah, back with you guys.
So Isabella giving the high five to Ben Player down there. Pot up thanks to him. Congratulations in English. And again, Jeff Hubbard is in the lead with a 6 and a 5.2. And let's take a look at this replay. This is Joao Zeke on a left-hander driving a pretty good-sized wave and finds a clean roll, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that one looked pretty good. And again, he's completing the move before he gets to the sand, which is the difference to some of what we saw yesterday.
Now, we see a 5.58 on that barrel ride that Alan Munoz had, and then he got a 7 after that. And this is Jeff Hubbard's last wave where he got a 5.9.
Just a quick head spin, really. Head dip, I mean. And
the roll wasn't really of much consequence, and it was close to the beach. And let me correct myself. We saw a 7 on the wave for Alan Munoz. So I was guessing I think I said a 6 to a 7.5 range. So right in the middle there.
Yep.
So I'm trying to be on the same page as you guys as far as what you expected. I'm on the same page on stage about 90% of the time, but sometimes I see scores I don't understand, and that's why you're here to explain it. Let's check out the replay again.
This was the 7, I take it.
This is 7 right.
Yeah, good deep bottom turn. Nice little moment there in the barrel, and then a roll a little bit, as we said, a little bit further outside to finish. Yeah, nice wave for Alan. The best wave in the heat so far, it looks like.
Yeah, certainly. And one question I have for you is, are the judges looking at his style and posture in the barrel? You know, some riders they'll bottom turn in the barrel, as we see a visor on the dog there on the beach. That's awesome. We'll see these guys bottom turn on the beach and really throw their chest out and arch their back in the barrel. You know, is that something you guys notice and look for and appreciate?
Look, style isn't a part of the judging criteria, and it's a really subjective thing that we try to move away from. What I do always say to the riders and to anyone who asks is that if you have good style, you've generally got good flow on the wave, and you generate more speed than most. You know, guys that are supposedly have an awkward style or a bumpy style don't seem to find the lines and the smooth turns that the guys who have style do. So, yeah, the brief answer is no, style isn't part of the judging criteria, but it's an element to good riding, I think, you know, and it gives you good speed and good lines into moves.
It sort of comes with the territory, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the guys at this level have been riding for so many years that they've developed their own style, really, and some of them are probably a little bit faster, or they find the sweet spot a little bit better on the board. So, just helps with moves.
So we are just about halfway through. We're a minute shy of the halfway mark here in the 5th heat of the day. This is round number 3. Remember, first and second move on to round number 4. Third place is going home with $800 and 800 points. Alon Munoz in the lead, the Chileno with 12.58 total. Behind him, Jeff Hubbard, the Kauaian, with a holiday for himself with 11.9. And Joao Zeke, he is a trialist in third place. And we see in yellow, Alon Munoz taking off. Man, late takeoff, bottom turning last minute, trying to roll through that whitewater is going to be tough for him. And even if he was able to complete that, that's not really the type of not really a good or a very good wave, is it?
Yeah, exactly, Eric. What we didn't see there from him was a bottom turn into the move. Really, it was a quick takeoff, and maybe for want of a better term, we might say a flop over, you know. So there's no bottom turn into his roll. He's just face turned, rolled around, and, you know, it'll be an incomplete wave there. It won't count as one of his better waves. But what he does do now is he loses priority. So instantly he's down from whatever, maybe first or second priority, and he's back into third priority now.
So we have blue paddling right there. And you know, Craig, another topic we wanted to get into is, you know, we talked about our international panel of judges, and these are the best judges in the world of bodyboarding. And how does one get involved in judging, and what are the steps, and how do they move up the ladder to an IBA GSS event like this one?
Yeah, good question, and one that we're frequently asked. I mean, everyone starts at their local level, and that's where you're just starting on your club contests on the weekends. You move up to a state level, then your national tours, and then finally you get trialled on the international tour. Right now we have on the international panel here, we have a guy called Mark Rosso, Rossi is the head judge from South Africa on their tour. Tony Orbenza is the head judge in Europe, and also we have Rogerio Bezzara, who is one of the international judges here. And of course, the whole panel's led by Shika Garitano, who's been the head judge on the IBA World Tour now for many years. He sets the standard, and he attends every event and keeps the criteria the same for all the event. There we see Alan there just finishing off.
Little ARS there, but it's a short wave, like you know, now that you mentioned, you know, now that you brought it up to me, I'm certainly going to be looking for those guys who are doing those longer, drawn out bottom turns before the maneuvers. You know, instead of just dropping in and turning over on those rolls or ARSs. But it's still impressive to me sometimes these guys who are able to throw these ARSs and flips without much of a setup. It's definitely difficult. I mean, it's one thing to roll without a setup, but to flip without a setup is crazy.
Yeah, the ability of these riders now at the elite level is mind-blowing, and the gymnastics moves, I think I heard you talk about it the other day, you know, the sport's progressing a little bit more, even going a bit gymnastic now, but there'll always be, obviously, the wave riding element will be the core of the thing, but to have the guys doing the flips and things now, it's outstanding what they can do. There we see Dallas just getting ready for his...
Getting ready for a seat. Dallas Singer, one of the better bell riders.
Yeah, he's in the next heat in red.
So let's give you an update let's fill you in on the landscape of this heat, per se. Alan Munoz, the Chileno, is doing good. He's in first. He's leading two-time world champion from Kauai. His name is Jeff Hubbard. In third place, childless Joao Zeke, the Brasileiro. Now, he has a 6.08 and a 5. He needs a 5.82 if he wants to bump Hubbard back down to third place. 11 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the fifth heat of round number 3, the Itacoatiara Pro. That was a lot, wasn't it?
Are we still talking?
We are still talking.
Very good. It's hard to get a feel for it, but I'm enjoying it. I think it's really insightful too, and I think that tomorrow night or the following night we're going to
Did you just say that you think you're really? That's very nice of you to tell us how insightful you are.
Yeah. Thanks.
I know, honestly though, I'm giving Craig a hard time for saying it's insightful to have him on the show, but it is good to have a judge on here and somebody who can explain the criteria and explain what's going through the judges' minds, and also to remind us that what we're seeing on the screen is not completely indicative of what the judges are seeing, because some of the waves you can't tell how big they are on the screen because you don't have anything to compare it to relatively. Correct?
Yeah, exactly. That's right. We do have a replay system in the judging tower too, Eric, that we use from time to time. If there's a situation where we see two riders splitting the peak and someone does maybe a flip and we just need a confirmation of the landing, we'll ask the web guys here to replay the wave for us just to see the tail end of it. So
yeah,
the technology now is helping us know.
Yeah, and I'm certainly, I talked about earlier with Jared, and I certainly believe that there's no reason not to look at video if it's available. For there to be a rule that says you can't look at any video, to me doesn't make any sense. I mean, if something happened in the allotted time of a heat within that contest area, why should you not be given all the information possible? To me, it makes no sense to, I know the rule was different before when you weren't allowed to look at the video, and to me, it makes complete sense. If something happened, let's see it.
Yeah.
Because that'd be the most unfair thing, would be for a rider to do something that doesn't get seen or doesn't get scored and to lose. We almost had a situation like that, didn't we?
Yeah, sure. The only thing is that we don't need to be flooded in the judging tower with 14 different cameras from 14 different angles. What we do, if we do need to go down that track, is we get the official video, I guess, the IBA's cameramen. They're the ones that we always go to for that reference. So if they've got the wave and, we can utilise it, then, we do so.
Yeah, it looks like we have some sets coming in. Jeff Hubbard and Joao Zeke possibly in position. Nope, neither one of them paddling. And we were going to talk about Ben Slimane. He was coming through the trials yesterday, and this is a beach break condition where there's some heats we have guys with, we have riders with 10, 12, 13, 14 waves, and we have four guys doing that at a time. There could be 2 guys on a wave quite often, and sometimes even 3 guys on a wave. And there's not very many human errors here involved with the IBA, but, everyone's human. Sometimes you guys, something happens, and we had multiple guys on a wave, and we had a third rider missing whose wave was missed, and that was Ben Slimane Andre. As you see Jeff Hubbard taking off on this left. A lot of speed, good open face right here.
Yeah, nice flip there from Jeff. Again, not a true big bottom turn. I don't think this will be a big scoring wave. It'll probably it'll come close to counting in his best scores. He needs a
5.9 and a 6.
Yeah, he needs a 6.59 to go to first.
I don't think it's going to be that
No,
high.
I'm not sure about that.
But as we see the replay of it, it's a good takeoff. Clean bottom turn right here.
Well, he gets around okay, yeah. It'll be interesting. It'll be right on the mark, I think. Just somewhere around there.
So I'll let you know the score as it comes through. But as I was saying, he had a wave that wasn't scored yesterday. And like I said, it happens when you have 2-3 guys on a wave at a time. And there is such thing as human error in every event, and it happens here sometimes. And you guys were able to look at some video, and you guys were able to adjust that situation. And I think that was the right call, in my opinion. Like I said, if he caught that wave in the contest area in those 20 minutes, why shouldn't he be scored?
Well, that's right. I must say, it's pretty rare that happens. In fact, I can't remember it ever happened before. So what happened there, there was a split peak and there was someone who saw it. We probably didn't see the end of his wave, so we reassessed it after. We kept the heat open, so there was no drama about the final result of that heat. We assessed it at the completion of that heat and the round, and then we just moved forward.
Yeah, it's good though. You got to work through it, and you guys, were able to make the right call. And we do have a score coming through on that last wave of Jeff Hubbard, and it seems like the judges who were in the tower at the moment did appreciate the wave, the size of the wave, the open phase, and the big bottom turn. And he got a 7.08. That's the highest scoring wave of the heat, and that's going to rocket Jeff Hubbard, the two-time world champion, up to first place. Total score of 13.08, followed by Alan Munoz with a 12.58. Joao Zeke, the trialist, with 11.08.
Yeah, nice wave for Jeff there. It was a strong bottom turn, and his move was full rotation. So he's landed it well, and he's pushed himself up into first there.
So again, here's another set wave. We see riders paddling. Hubbard on the left, pulling up close up barrel. I think he was just trying to keep Joao Zeke off that set wave.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he probably had priority there, and that's why he's taken that wave. I mean, he knew he wasn't going to make it, but Joel was on the shoulder and would have probably got a score. So just a tactical move there from Jeff.
Okay, so we just saw a set come through. We might have a little bit of a lull. We're going to take a look at a GoPro update with Alan Munoz. Let's check out what he's got for us. Alan, one of the guys who's been loving wearing the GoPro. He wore it for us in Chile as well. And check out this nice roll right there.
Jeez, I'm getting dizzy.
Actually, it's an ARS. Of course, this is one of the just some more of the amazing content that the GoPros have been getting for us here on the GoPro IBA World Tour. And look, he's just off the beach right there.
He's right on the sand there to finish. He just steps straight up.
Yeah, we saw these guys. Off. I mean, I saw Diego Cabrera, do a flip in what must have been 3 inches of water yesterday. I mean, he lays it on the line. And let's talk about that actually. Is the risk factor, does that score to the judges? I mean, when these guys are doing stuff that is potentially dangerous, does that add to your scores?
It does, but it's more specific to the venue that we're at. I mean, we consider the risk here to do a flip on a 3-foot wave at Itacoatiara is pretty minimal. You can go to the other extreme and you see GT 2 years ago rolling in a Rika onto the rocks. That's extreme risk, and that's where you really need it. He just puts it all on the line there, as some of the other guys do. I know for a fact that we had to have a think about some of the moves that the guys were doing in Mexico in 2011, in the huge closeout sets that were there on the 10-foot days. I remember Jared and Jeff going for big air reverses. Insane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, this might not be as far as risk, as far as like the waves being big, but when you see riders throwing something like a flip or something like this in only a few inches of water, that adds a little bit of risk, and I don't know if it's enough for you guys to really pay attention to it, though.
No, to be honest, we don't pay attention much to it here. I mean, it's part of the commitment too. I mean, you need to be committed to making the move, and that's going to be a factor in your score. Here we see yellow.
This is Chileno, Alan Munoz. We just saw him with his little GoPro spot. Nice roll there, but only one maneuver on the wave. It was a clean roll, but nothing gigantic. His lowest score is a 5.58. I don't know if he's going to be able to replace that.
I wouldn't think so, not with that one.
So we are going to say goodbye to one of our esteemed judges from the judging panel. Haddo, thanks for coming and hanging out with us and explaining to the viewers and myself, giving us some insight. Amazing.
Yeah, no worries, Eric. I just want to say, too, I think tomorrow night on Facebook we're going to have an interactive session with maybe Chico and myself on the IBA Facebook page.
And that's going to be at 8 p.m. as well, I assume?
Yeah, something like what Jared did last night.
8 p.m. Brazilian time. You can talk to some of our head judges here on the IBA World Tour. Make sure you guys do that and play nice with them.
Over and out. Thanks, I'm back in there.
Cheers. So again, let's give you the landscape. 3 minutes to go in the 5th heat of the day here. Heat round number 3. Jeff Hubbard in the lead. He is from Kauai. He is a 2-time world champion. Behind him is Alan Munoz, the Chileno, who just got a 5.3. That wasn't enough to help out his score. And in 3rd place, Joao Zeke. He's a trialist. Has a 5 and a 6.08. He needs to do better than both of those waves. He needs a 6.51 if he wants to make it in the next round and stop himself from being cut off and sent home. And speaking of moving on to the next round, we have our round 4 competitor sitting next to me, former world champion Amore Laverne. Amore, welcome to the webcast.
Thank you. Hi.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, really good, man. Been a good day today. I had my first hit this morning. tide was a bit high. It was a bit tough to get some good ones, but
there we are. Amaury Laverne on camera, looking good, buddy. Looking fit, looking smooth.
Getting ready for big fight with Eric. Live fight.
I don't know how that's going to work out for you. I think we should wait till after the contest.
Yeah,
I don't want to
bit.
impede your competitive spirit. This is on the left. Look at this. Nice flip there from Alan Munoz. And
that was cool combination.
Finds a roll real quick, and that's always impressive. He's already in second place. You know, he's just looking to extend that lead over Joao. We have a minute and 40 seconds to go. And Amaury, you had a good heat earlier today, but you didn't catch that many waves, though, as we see the replay of Alan Munoz on this left.
Yeah, nice bottom turn. Got a good extension, backflip, really quick landing, and then a quick roll off it. I've got Jeff about on a bomb on the right. That was really fast. Yeah, it's pretty hard to realize how fast are the wave there. Really close to the shore still. Getting better now with the low tide, but still really fast. And we saw the guy getting some good waves on that heat.
Now, Amaury, talking about your heat, you kind of waited a while. You only caught a couple waves, I believe.
Yeah, I had
three or
just
four waves.
Three waves there.
You know, the one thing, you were riding the waves very well as far as maneuvers, and Ian Campbell is kind of on the other side of that. He's not really throwing the big flips and stuff like you are, but he's really been able to find the barrel in almost every heat.
He gets some really good line, that guy, and really know how to read the waves.
Yeah.
And he was actually, there was like maybe 2 or 3 good waves this morning, and he had all of them. And I did my best with what I had, and was pretty hard. That Brazilian rider who finished third was pretty good too. He had some really good waves yesterday. Lucas Rodriguez.
And he was a trialist who made it through it. You know, this is, I believe, his 9th heat of the competition.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He had to surf 7 times.
And I saw him, he's working in the organization of the contest too.
Oh, he's working?
Really, he's on the contest organization.
Here's red, Jeff Hubbard. Look at this barrel. Oh, not able to make
many
it out.
barrels. You saw Sasha Specker get some fun barrels before. And just the waves are getting a bit more open. We've got the local rider there. But yeah, so
let's just let you know the last wave of Alan Munoz, he got a 6, so he did up his score to a total of 13. He extended his lead over Joao Zico, who was not able to make it through. So Jeff Hubbard, the Hawaiian, and the Chileno, Alan Munoz, are going to move on to round number 4. Joao Zico, he is a trialist. He is all done. He's going home with $800 US and 800 points for the GSS Tour rankings. That's going to be all she wrote for him. And, man, I mean, it's like I said, Ian Campbell, and he reminds me of Dallas Singer.
Yeah.
They're just always able to find barrels.
Yeah, always. Yeah, there was some guys just, I don't know, like really find a good wave for barrel. We saw Sasha yesterday had some really good pits, and he had another one this morning against Ben Player. And, in that heat, Alan Munoz had a couple, Jeff too. Yeah, so I think the wave getting is better. The low tide is maybe around 11:30 or 12. And, so the wave's going to get up better. Still have a lot of swell. 3-4 foot sets, pretty consistent, and maybe we're going to have the first run today. You reckon we're going to have the first run today?
Yes, we are going to have one more round today, I'm guessing. And right now we're going to throw it off to a little message from the sponsors who make the GoPro IBA World Tour possible. When we come back, more with world champion Amaury Laverne and Eric Apple here in the booth. We'll see you in a minute. Here we are back once again live, the fourth stop of the GoPro IBA World Tour. The Itacoatiara Pro, presented by Pride Bodyboards, as well as Kimona Surf Shop and Net. My name is Eric Apple. I'm your host with the most. I'm joined by Amaury Laverne, world champion. And I found out yesterday that if you're from Reunion Islands, you're known as Reunionese.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't sound right, but I mean, I believe it. It just sounds weird. Reunionese.
Reunion.
Reunion. I think Thomas from the IBA Reunion messaged me that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Reunion. Yeah, I'm living in Canaries at the moment, and Reunion, the situation for sharks in Reunion get pretty hectic recently, and yeah, it gets pretty hard to surf now. But I heard my friends get some good wave a few days ago in Saint Louis. 50 guys out, 4 foot, blue water, and yeah, that place is such a paradise. And yeah, hopefully people are gonna find some solution with all these sharks and try to find a harmony with them.
Yeah, because we want to come down there.
Oh, yeah, I would love to have a contest there, and since many years now we are waiting the contest in Saint Louis, and yeah, pretty bummed to see that we have to wait that a shark attack happened on that wave to maybe have a contest there. And but yeah, hopefully this year, hopefully next year, gonna come back there, and we got the replay of Yuri Valadao on his first wave.
Yeah, he got a 4.75.
4.7. That was a clean roll. Really strong rider from the north of Brazil, from Bahia. Really good rider. World champion 2008. He was really young at this moment. And he had another wave straight after this one. A nice barrel with a turn and a roll on the shore.
And he's not a small guy.
No.
That's one thing I'm impressed by. I mean, it's one thing to see somebody the size of, say, Brahimi Douche, or a guy who weighs, 60 kilos. But a guy who's close to my size doing flips and ARSs, that impresses me.
Yeah, like Eder Luciano, I'm going to replay of Roberto Bruno, 5-time Brazilian champion. Got an amazing barrel on that left. It was such a cracker. And a big roll at the end of that. That's a really good opening wave. One of the best barrels I saw this morning. And he's stocked, and yeah, that was a really good start for them. So Yuri Valadao is already 2 waves. And Roberto Bruno is going to arrive really strong with his first wave. And yeah, Dallas Singer still waiting for another wave, his first wave. I mean, he's 5 minutes in his heat.
So again, 5 minutes of 30 minutes gone in this heat. We have yellow, Yuri Valadao, paddling right there on that right-hander. Let's see what he's got. And remember, check out the Facebook page for questions and comments to Amaury Laverne. He's here with me, and I'll get to him. A nice, pretty decent ARS there.
And that was sick. That was a really good impulsion. And you see how he put his leg just before to touch the water to really secure his landing, and land really fast, because it's pretty powerful impact zone there, really close to the shore. So you really have to handle your board really strong. We're going to have the replay of that. You see how he's paddling strong to take off really quickly on that wave. Bottom turn, getting speed, and have a pretty hard to get the timing with that leap, but he did really well.
Yeah,
and look, his leg touch the water.
He did a good job with what he had to work with.
Oh yeah, that leap was really hard to hit, like really wide. And yeah, he's an amazing rider. Yuri, like really polyvalent on the right, left, and charging, and really fit guy, really mellow, and yeah, I really like this rider, and he's been improving every year, and
he gets a 6 on that last wave. So a good score there for that wave. I mean, like I said, it wasn't the biggest wave, wasn't the best wave, but to get a 6 on that wave was a good job. And Roberto Bruno in blue, the Brasileiro, with a 6.75 on his opening wave. And that leaves Dallas Singer alone, down in 3rd place with only 1.25. But we know that Dallas is going to be finding what? The barrels.
For sure. And look at here.
Oh, speak of the devil. I just said it. I mean, Dallas and Ian Campbell are just impeccable at finding the barrel everywhere they go. Even if it's like, I mean, it's one thing if you have your home break wired, the place you surf all the time, but to travel around the world and be able to ride barrels when nobody else can is uncanny.
Nah, it's pretty cool. He knows he's really strong on that. Look at this. He's just hoping that he's really deep, getting a really nice line. Can't really see him at the moment. He's really deep and made it at the end with a little speed. And yeah, just watch the judge. He's stuck on that first wave.
And they gave him a 5.3 for that quick little barrel ride, but he disappeared for quite a while. And that's a good opening score for Dallas Singer. He's still in 3rd place, but he has a 1.25 to get rid of, and he will certainly do that before the end of the heat. And we have on the beach Isabella Sousa, a world champion, with our heat winner. Isabella, take it away.
Hello, Eric. I have with me the winner of the last heat, Jeff Hubert. And then the conditions looks better now, eh?
Yeah, I was in the water, and it was definitely changing. The heat before mine was a little closed out and not too much opportunity. And then in my heat, I saw guys getting spit out of barrels. Then a couple empty waves came through, and we're really good. I mean, I had a couple waves where I was just a little too deep and just got smoked. But I know if you're farther at the end, you would have got like perfect barrels.
And you get a good score in your life, the backflip. Yeah. That was.
Yeah, I was really lucky. I was in second place, and I only had like 5s and 6s, or maybe like 2 6s, and I needed a good score to go to first. And so a nice left came at priority, and I had a nice big backflip and got a good score for that. So I was stoked in a heat like that where everyone's surfing so close and the points are so close. It's good to have one really good wave.
Yeah, say congratulations. You want to say something to him?
Thanks. Hi, guys. Aloha. How are you doing?
Congratulations again. Back with you guys.
Jeff Hubbard, our winner from the last heat, doing a good job. He making it through along with Alan Munoz, the Chileno. And, I'm happy for Alan because I know he felt the pressure in Arica. And here we see a replay of Blue.
Roberto Bruno. Fee clip, nice roll, nice projection, really clean landing. And that's going to be second score for sure. And he already had a 6.75 and a 5. Is that a 5.4?
That's it.
Yeah, okay. So he's first now, and Yuri Bradau second.
So I was saying, I'm happy to see Alan Munoz do well because he was ripping in Arica, and I really think he started to feel the pressure and he got nervous because
for sure. So
a lot of pressure from the hometown fans, and also it's got to be a lot of pressure to be competing against guys that at one time or one point were your hero, your idols.
Yeah, and because this guy is just so humble, and I met him my first year in Chile, and he just improved the last 3 years. And he's kind of guy really just watch the other guy, the top guy, like an idol and everything. He's not, so he's just so humble, and I'm so happy to see him ripping and to be on the tour because that was fully his dream, really, to follow that tour and to be with the top riders around the world. And he's like making his dream happening. And
he is a top 24 guy, correct?
And and he's got the level for it, the skill for it. He's ripping that guy right, left, charging, and
he made it. He's the last guy to make it.
Yeah.
Okay, Dallas Singer, he already has one nice barrel. He's looking for a second one there. Not quite able to get it.
But we've got Yuri Bradau looking on his wave. He might have the first priority, so why he's been there. So when you got the first priority, no matter where you are on the spot, you can catch the wave you want. So Yuri Bradau knew maybe that wave was not a big potential, but he just go, and Dallas could not catch it, even if it's deeper. And but now Yuri is going to get the third priority. I'm pretty sure Dallas got the first priority, so just wait for another good wave body. And hopefully it's coming. It's pretty hard to know where to sit today. There's a couple different options. Yuri Bradau on his last wave.
Nice replay. Nice glassy open face barrel. Look nice. And we have some comments coming through for you, Amori. We got congratulations on the South Coast Crusade victory from Nathaniel.
Thanks,
see
boys.
What else? Aloha, Eric, to Anamori from Andrew Akana in Hawaii. Go Hawaiians. Chee-hoo. That's for hubby. We got Curtis cheering on Dallas. And let's see, we have Damien with a question for you, Amori. What do you think is going to be the key to win your next heat against PLC? Keep pushing. We're all behind you, bro. A lot of luck and good vibrations from all of us. So
thanks so much.
Cheering you on. Yeah,
it's going to be pretty tough. Pierre has been surfing really well, and he's really good on these beaches, as he's been growing up surfing beaches. And he's been surfing really good the last few comps. It's pretty much, for me, one of the best rider in the world technically today. And if he got the right wave, he's just killing it. And I'm going to try to find the best wave and do my best. And we were talking about that on the beach just before, and he was like, "Oh, Emery, why did you not won your hit before?" And we could make just in the quarters. But I did my best. That South African rider been surfing really well, and I can't really remember when was my last man-on-man against PLC. I'm sure he will remember. He's really good on that. Just remember every hit he down. But this is going to be an interesting hit, and I think we are the first hit of the round 4, which is going to be Lara.
And he's definitely a guy who's just on top of it. I mean, he is all about this sport. He knows everyone's scores. He knows who served when, who served where, when his last heat against everybody was. And he's a student of the game as well as just a great athlete.
True, he's just know all the scores, and you tell him, "Oh, you remember that wave I did like a few weeks ago? Yeah, you had this score," and he just knows everything about it. Yeah, he's just really into it. And every sport, pretty much, he knows a lot about soccer, a lot about tennis, and yeah, really into it, and he got such a good memory.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the scores after we just looked at some of the comments. Uri Valadao with a 5.4 on that last wave. Not going to be one of his county waves. Roberto Bruno still in the lead with a 6.75 and a 5.4. Dallas down there in third. He only needs a 6.33 if he wants to move up. He's still got a lot of time, just under 17 minutes remaining.
Yeah, really open that heat. You can see that all the riders are sitting pretty much on a different place. You've got Red Rider on the left side of the beach, and Roberto Bruno in the middle, and Uri Valadao on the right side. And yeah, so the contest pretty much starts on the beach, you know, like who's going to watch the spot and really understand it and see where is the peak with the most consistent set. And that's a big strategy on this kind of
Now,
wave.
it looks like maybe a wave coming in down there on the right by where Uri is.
Yeah.
And talk about the changing conditions here, about how, you know, waves could be just kind of, it's almost kind of, you have to get lucky pretty much, right?
Yeah, you have to get lucky, but like I said before, the experience how to read a spot before jumping in the water. When you see band player is not about like getting warm before he hit like his body. I mean, he's just there listening music and watching the spot, watching his watch to see how many seconds or minutes there is between every set and who is what is the most consistent lineup, and that's really important. And you see Mike doing it, and Tamega and Jeff, and it's where experience really come, and you can be really good technically, but if you don't really know how to read the waves, and like you said, the wave is coming for Uri Valadao on the right, but he already have two pretty good scores, so you really want a good wave to improve that.
Yeah, understood. Now, let's talk about, well, let's see the set coming right now. This is Dallas Singer paddling, and like I said, he has a low score of 1.25. He wants to replace a pretty good size wave right here.
Oh, yeah. Going for it, racing it. Looks pretty hard to get a good line, but it's
whoa!
Boom! Oh, he's going to land that.
You have to, invert right there. Yeah.
That's where the physical preparation.
He went for it 100%. That was full commitment.
Yeah. That was good. We have a bit late. Really hard to have the line on this wave. You can see how many bumps he had before hitting that leap. Really hard to have a clean line.
And some lines coming in. Looks like Uri again down there on the right side of your screen in the yellow. Paddling a little bit, having a look. Anywhere to go. Let's find out. Look at this left. Dropping in the barrel.
Oh, that's a cracker. Nice speed.
Oh,
and a nice rollout.
That's going to be a good score for Uri. Okay. He has a 5.6 and a 6, and he's really going to separate himself from Dallas now.
Pretty much the best wave of the heat, you reckon?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I would think so. It was a good size
wave.
Yeah,
good size wave.
Barrel. Hard to see how deep he was, though.
Yeah, from our angle, and I think that's really important sometimes. And in many contests, sometimes where the judge are, the angle is different. Look at the replay. He's just stalling there, pretty deep in the barrel, and a big speed.
That's going to be a big score.
Roll, yeah. That's
I'm
a good
thinking
score.
a 7.5 or an 8.
Yeah, at least 7.5 for sure, and he's claiming it. And yeah, he got all the support from the people from Bahia, his hometown, there on the beach. And for sure, he's got a friend coaching him on the beach. As I said yesterday, the Brazilian, they just really like a lot of big unity between them. And
a 9 coming through. That's a big score, the biggest score of the day for Uri Valadao, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on Dallas and Roberto Bruno.
For sure. Now, yeah, Dallas Singer really need like another good wave. And the second wave of Roberto Bruno is just a 5.4, so yeah, everything's still open.
And look at this set coming through. It's a big wave. No one's going to take it, just kind of closing out the beach.
And we've got another replay.
Jeez, let's look at this. Just perfect, just hooking in, and good style.
Whoa.
A pretty big spit, too.
That was good, and a nice extended roll. Really clean, claiming it. And like I said before, the angle, depends on the angle you are on the beach. And but sometimes, yeah, you can watch a wave and think the guy is not really deep, and actually he's deep, or the reverse. And it's hard sometimes to really watch a wave with a if you are not on the right angle.
Yeah. Definitely, like I said, the highest scoring wave of the day there for Uri. And just picture perfect, dropping in, hooking straight in the barrel. The wave spit quite a bit. It was a big wave, clean roll. I mean, everything about that wave was excellent. As you see, Dallas
Singer with a nice left. put it in a little barrel,
Again.
made it, nice spin, double spin, and he's going to find maybe a small section on the shore.
Well, he wants to get rid of a 2.25, and he just did with that wave.
Yeah, he will made it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to get a better score than his second wave. I mean, where he had that small barrel.
Yeah.
Because the exit of the first barrel was not that clean. This one was really clean. You're going to watch the replay. He's just paddling hard. You see in his bottom turn, he just boom, really hard to get the good line, but get a perfect line when he get into it. Small wave, but really clean, double spin. And finally, little roll on the shore.
That was a good, solid wave. That's going to be another, I'd say, somewhere in the 5 range for Dallas.
Yeah.
6.63, so an even better score than we thought. Pretty good score considering there's a lot of white water and all that. So 6.63 for Dallas. Now he only needs a 5.53 if he wants to get back in second place. Remember, if you get third place, you are done for the event, and you will be going home.
And if you make it to the run 4, you're going to start the Madden Man. And yeah, it's going to be good today, some waves, and maybe after we're going to have a break for a few days, and maybe the comp's going to come back on Saturday or something.
Yeah, we want to try to finish round number 4 today, then we'll just have the quarters, semis, and finals to go. So, I mean, maybe a little bit better of a score than I thought Dallas was going to get. He got a 6.63. Pretty good score for that barrel ride. But I guess if we score it relative to Uri, it kind of makes sense. Uri get 9, 6.63.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Just before you were in here, we had Craig Haddon, one of our esteemed judges from our international judging panel. He was trying to help teach me a little bit more about the judging criteria, and I think it's something that everyone needs to be aware of. And I think the riders, you guys should be communicating all the time with the judges. And is that something that you do? You speak to them a lot?
No, there is not enough meeting about judgment. Seriously.
Well, I mean, do you just make it, bring it upon yourself? Does it come up and speak to them ever?
No, but normally we can't really do it during the comp. They get really busy. And in my point of view, we should have a big meeting or after or before or both in every contest to make like to watch some video maybe again and say, oh, the rider will not really agree on this scores and go in this direction and just progress in every comp on the judgment. I think seriously we should really have more meetings about that and
more communication.
Yeah, more communication between the judge and the riders. True.
Roberto Bruno on the left. Look at this barrel.
Oh, that was
traveling a lot.
Oh, he was
still there.
Yeah, he was there, and he made it. I don't know really what was happening. Did he have it was like toe-in or something that way? Oh, he was flying there. We're gonna have the replay. He just made like 30 meters in that barrel.
We got to see a replay of this. This is amazing. Roberto Bruno, the Brasileiro.
First section really deep. Second section still flying there. Third section still there, and fourth section. And where is he? Oh, and we see him in the lip there.
Saw him right there. Look, there he is.
And yeah, there he is. And he just make it through there, just under his board and breathe, and just made it on the shore.
I don't think that was him we saw over there. That was because we saw. If we can go back to that, let's hold on. Let's up this wave. Let's see that again. That was really weird. This is yellow. Uri Valadao. He already has a 9 and a 6. Look at this.
Oh, that's gonna be
big,
huge.
nice flip right there out of the barrel. Oh, not able to hold on though.
Didn't make it this one. That's really rare to see Uri not making these kind of flips. But he already have a 9 point.
Let's go back to that barrel, Roberto Bruno.
That was amazing, eh?
I want to see it again. I want to see the end specifically.
That was a 4-section barrel, eh? Oh, la la.
We'll see if we can get that replay up.
Let's see if we're going to have the replay. And
we still see some waves coming in, though. Look at these sets.
Yeah, it's 8 minutes remaining, and Roberto was second before that wave.
Okay, so take a look at this. He's in the barrel.
Section.
This is a different angle.
Second section. Third section.
Now, we see him start to come through. It looks
no, it's him. That's him for sure.
Okay, but then all of a sudden he pops out way over here.
No, but I was him flying maybe with the speed, just get so much speed in that barrel. And he made it, and he can claim it, man, because that was the longest barrel I ever seen in that comp.
This is an extremely long barrel, especially for Itacoatiara. And we're waiting for a score for him and Uri Valadao.
Yeah. Because if you compare, like, the Uri Valadao's wave is bigger, but technically that barrel was just insane.
He was gone forever.
Yeah. That guy was 5-time Brazilian champ, so he's a really good competitor and really humble to really mellow guys.
6.08.
6.08.
Because I guess the judges are saying
just
the
another
weight
exit.
wasn't very big and he didn't exit the barrel clean.
Maybe, yeah. But, yeah, that's pretty low. But technically, that was pretty amazing. But, yeah, it didn't change really. But he improved his second score. He had a 5.4, now a 6.08. So, secure his second place.
Yeah, well, tell me what you think about that score. I mean, as a rider, give me your opinion.
But seriously, I know that the exit was not really good. But on the other side, I was like, oh, he's not going to make it. And he made it. So that was that surprise effect. But for sure, I understand that the judge won really some clean exits, especially in the barrel. But if you compare to Dallas single wave, like a 6.63 was clean barrel. But I mean, Roberto Bruno make a 4-section barrels just right now. He just stayed there for like 4 to 5 seconds.
So long.
So yeah, that was, I don't know, that seemed like a pretty low score for me. I will put at least a 7. And yeah, for sure, if it was like a perfect exit, it will be a 10-point barrel, like or 9-point.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he's claiming it, and yeah, I'm pretty sure he had some crazy sensation inside there.
For sure.
This first section, second section, third section, can see nothing. Fourth section, can see nothing still. That's another
left. This is a different way for Roberto Bruno, another left-hander.
Oh, and he had a nice invert there. That was good.
Pretty good invert. Now, if you could critique that wave, what would you say that he could have done better? I mean, in my mind, I would have liked to see him project farther out in front of the wave.
Yeah, exactly. He arrived a bit early on the lip, so he's been pretty high, but not too much propulse on the front of the wave. But I mean, it was really hard to get a good timing with that lip, really wide wave, and really short wave. So it's really hard to change the direction when you get one. So he was really confident on his bottom turn, and he arrived a bit early, but I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he did good on that section. And on that landing too, because he landed right on the beach, but he just get out from the foam really quickly, and that's a good point.
Yeah. So again, Roberto Bruno in second place on the heels of a 5.95 and a 6.95 his last two waves. Uri Valadao in the lead. He has a 9 and a 6. Going to be hard to catch up with. Dallas Singer in third. He has a 5.3 and a 6.6. He wants to get rid of that 5.3 and get at least a 7.07 so he can move on to the fourth round and the quarters after that.
Yeah, Dallas Singer is against like two big names in Brazil, big competitors, specialists of beach break. I mean, Dallas is on break. It's box beach in Newcastle, so he used to surf a lot of beachy, but yeah, these guys are just ripping there, and we see Dallas there just getting in position with his first priority and getting on the cracker on the right.
Look at this
He's
set.
stalling there.
Oh,
nice
this is going to be a good one for Dallas. We know he rides the barrel so good. Look at the foam roll.
He can make a nice roll of it. Let's see how the judge like it.
Oh.
That was pretty good. And
the barrel was insane, right?
Yeah, I thought it was not that deep at the beginning, but it's true that when you are inside, you don't want to get too deep at the beginning, as the wave is just getting really fast when you hit the sand. So, yeah, that was a really good ride.
He needed a 7.07. He's going to get that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Got it. And, you know, here's another thing. When we talk about communication with the judges, we look at the replay. Look at this set wave.
Just scooping there. You think maybe it's scoop.
Look at the blue face.
First section, but yeah, it's just great style. And that section is good, like almost double section. Speeding is still inside. Made really clean. And
good style.
Yeah, good style.
Good posture in the barrel.
No.
And, you know, I wanted to mention this to you. We had Hato here in the booth, and I asked him about style. And I was surprised to hear this, and I was unaware of this, so excuse my ignorance, but the judges do not score on style, which to me is odd.
Yeah, but what is style? That's different. From my point of view, we've got different family of style. Jeff Abel got his style, which is the best on it. Tamega got his style.
Okay, well, wait a second. Style is an opinion, right?
Is an opinion, okay.
But so is what's good and what's bad on a wave. So, I mean, this is all a subjective, someone's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, to me, style falls in that. You know, if you do a roll and somebody else does a roll, Dallas Singer, 7.5, he got the score he needed.
Oh.
So, if you do a roll and another guy does a roll, and it's the same size wave, if you have much better style and you're much more compact and composed, and he's flopping around, you should receive a better score.
Yeah, I think more about style, it's about control your body in the air and the landing.
Yeah.
Because some guys can have a really good style. If he lands with the legs first, that will blow the landing. But sometimes Tamega just flying there, his legs are not really at the best, but he's just landing really clean,
and
you know?
You brought up Tamega, not me.
Yeah.
We see a set coming through the middle of the peak. Look at that going both ways. But, you know, I will say that, you know, I brought up, so Dallas had great style on that barrel. Perfect style, posture, chest up, head up. looking clean and just driving fast. And to me, that deserves maybe a tenth of a point more.
But especially
than
in barrel,
than a guy who's splashing in the barrel and looking out of control.
But that's another point, because there is style for maneuvers, but also controlling the barrel. And you see some guy, for example, in Arica, you see some guys racing, and the barrel is just there, so they just have to race, and they don't use the legs to control in the barrel, just race it, and they get a good score.
Yeah.
And when you see someone like I don't know, like Winchester or some other guy just use the legs in the barrel and just really control the barrel, they should get a better score. I'm agreeing with that.
Yeah. So
But
I
yes.
mean, to me, Dallas Singer's barrel style is better than other people's.
Yeah, I'm agree.
Not everybody's, but
No, you've got a good
style.
control.
So, to me, it's hard for me to understand why style is not a part of the judging criteria, because, like you said, it's subjective to the judge's opinions, and somebody's style is your opinion too.
But I think it's why we should have more communication with the judge, and everybody can give his opinion, and we watch some videos, and we can know like really, because like you said, style is just so subjective. So yeah, we really need to have more communication with the judge, and for sure when you come back from Arica and then you arrive in Brazil, the judges have to change their mind. It's totally different way to serve the waves, and so they have to adjust. And we're gonna have someone on that left now. So the situation with the 1 minute remaining.
Again, Uri Valadao still in the lead. Dallas Singer on the heels of that 7-5. He's in a strong second position. We're gonna have Jeff Hubbard, another world champion, jumping in the booth here in just a minute. I'm gonna step out for one heat, and you two are gonna kind of battle it out. And again, in third place, Roberto Bruno. He had some great waves, a 6-7 and a 6-9. And this is just indicative of how one heat can be totally different than the next.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you had a total of 13.7, you would win most of the heats today.
From my heat this morning, I made it with maybe 9 point total. So yeah, you will make my heat with 13.7 for sure.
Yep.
And but it's because the waves are getting better too. With the low tide, more opportunity to get a good wave. We saw great barrels, we saw great ramps. And that next hit with the next hit is with Winchester, Jared Houston, and the local Dudu Pedra.
Yeah,
and that's going to be pretty insane.
Well. So 15 seconds ago, can Roberto Bruno find a 7.19? Here in the closing seconds, he's paddling for a wave. This is his last chance. Looking for a 7.19. That's not going to be it. Unfortunately for him, even though he's able to turn it around the whitewater a little bit, it's just not going to be enough. So he's going to go home with $800 US and 800 points in the GSS rankings here at the fourth stop of the GoPro IBA World Tour, the Itacoatiara Pro. Again, the Brasileiro, Uri Valadao, winning that heat with a 9 and a 6. Dallas Singer coming in with only a few minutes ago, getting second place. So good on the Aussie right there. Up next in the heat, we have Dave Winchester, Jared Houston from South Africa, and Dudu Pedra, the Brasileiro. Right now, we're going to send it to a commercial. We're going to come back in just a moment. We're going to have Amore Laverne and Jeff Hubbard, two world champions, talking you through the next 30-minute heat. We'll see you in a minute.
And we're back there, boys. Emery Laverne with Jeff Hubbard commenting that next hit. already have one wave to do Pedra with a 5.38. And yeah, conditions getting better.
Yeah, it's looking really good out there. That high tide bonk Moz has really moved off. And here we go, Dudu's first wave we missed.
Yeah, nice barrel. Not too deep, but yeah, really good opening waves. And he's going to find a ramp inside. A nice roll.
Nice roll. It's amazing if that. Oh, here's Dave Winchester on his first wave. Oh, what was that? That was almost a reverse Moz.
Yeah, that was like invert reverse backflip.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't have too much speed on it. And we've got, yeah, Jared Houston on his first wave.
Oh, gosh. Oh. Wow, he landed right back in the pit.
Yeah, you have a bit too early on that leap. You've been high, but not really in the front of the wave. And, yeah, just land in the barrel. So we've got Dudu Pedra with a nice opening wave. And Dave Winchester really close to the shore and really hard sometimes to get enough speed.
Yeah.
From you guys watching, it's hard to realize how fast are the wave. Sometimes you think, oh, I'm in the right spot, and the wave is just racing. And, yeah, you don't have time to...
It goes so
cruise.
quick. Like, I know Dudu's first wave, you know, he got a nice barrel spit out and a roll. In every other heat, that would have been probably a bigger score.
Yeah.
But since the last heat was so good, the scores really dropped, you know, because the roll was really
For
nice.
sure.
And
the judge realized that the potential is getting better out there, and the riders can make some big moves and long barrel. And because it's the first wave of the heat, too. So, yeah, a bit later, maybe. Hi, boys.
What's up? How's it?
So, cruising there, Tefebad,
Yeah.
Emery.
Good times here in the booth in Itacoatiara. We're having an awesome time. It's just beautiful day. There's like not a cloud in the sky.
Oh,
It's unreal.
So nice. Some nice waves. Good to see some wave there.
Yeah. Guys are
cruising,
ripping.
getting ready for the round 4 after that. Back into action.
Oh, here we go. Dudu Pedra, the local Moz. He's the godfather of bodyboarding here in Itacoatiara.
Yeah, such a cool guy.
Nice roll. And so that's like a backup score for him. I'm sure everyone's talked about it before, Moz, that he's actually a judge on tour. So he knows exactly what to do in these situations. He's got the skill and he's got the knowledge. He's a smart guy. So he knows
one of the
what to
best
do.
judges we had.
Yeah, he's
Jared
amazing.
Houston.
Oh, big technical backflip by Jared Houston, and he's probably going to do a roll. Wow.
That was cool. You see how he was calmed down when he's landing and just analyzed the wave. Okay, I'm going to make a roll. and he gets washed from the beach. But that's going to be the best wave of the heat so far.
Yeah, that was a great, perfect wave. He bottom turned and went straight up and hit.
Yeah.
The judges really like that.
Oh, yeah, the ball was almost behind him, and he just looking for it. Nice extended backflip, really clean landing. Yeah, they're just going to love that.
Nice roll.
Nice roll there. Okay, so that's going to be a good wave, opening wave.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle. I think these guys know this heat. You know, you got a 7.38 for that backflip. So that was really good score. So everyone knows this. You know, 25 minutes left. These guys are on it. They're going to be going at it. So Dudu's replay of Dudu's second wave with a nice roll. You know, he got a 3.75 for that. He'll definitely be throwing that away by the end of the heat.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes, some riders prefer to catch two waves like really quickly at the beginning of the heat to secure a score. Maybe guys like Dave Winchester now, he had a pretty bad wave at the start, so I'm pretty sure now he's waiting for a good wave. And he knows that the good wave getting more consistent now, and here we are. He's on it.
Oh, look at this right. Looks like Puna, Colorado.
Yeah, true. Same color,
Oh,
right?
my gosh.
Oh. That was all the way through.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Oh, he's right on the sand.
Watch the smile. He's going to be so stoked.
Oh, he's stoked out there. He's just like 5 minutes on this heat, and he's going to have a really good score. The judge's going to love that. Double section, barrel.
Spin and roll.
That was good. We've got the replay there.
Incredible.
Just watching that wave. First section, pretty deep. You can see nothing pretty much. It's just there speeding. Still there. Another section.
Wow, it's really nice. And nice technical little finish.
Yeah.
Probably perfect because the section was moving away from him.
Exactly.
So he couldn't do a flip or anything else. He stalled and
just finish that spin. Think already about the roll and just going for it and land straight on the sand. Clean landing.
Yeah, that was really cool to see. I mean, he's going to probably go straight to first place with that wave. I mean, that was one of the best rights I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
Spinning barrel.
Just pretty hollow barrel, too. Like, not that big. Like, we saw the hit before Dallas and Yuri had some pretty big waves for barrel. But that one was really on the sand and just get deep and hollow.
Oh.
That was really a technical barrel. So we're going to wait for that score. We have Jared
8.88.
Okay, boom.
Wow.
That's a big score.
It's a big score.
I was sure he was waiting for a good one. after his average waves, and yeah, now he's jumping straight to first.
Yeah, it came right to him. That was perfect. He's, you know, he had priority. He was sitting all alone at that right peak, and barrel came to him. And now Jared and Dudu are battling. This is going to be a great battle. I'm so excited to see this. Be watching this.
Jared just on the left. Oh, barreling too, but that could be a bit fast.
I noticed in the barrel, because it's so close to the beach malls, that there's like little warbles in it.
Yeah,
like you're in the barrel, there's like a chop. If you hit the chop, you're done.
Yeah, you lost speed. Yeah, we saw so many waves. I did like Ben Player this morning had a perfect left. I was like, oh, he's all right, and then the wave just gets so fast.
Yeah.
And if that shock wave touch you a little bit, you just lost speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. They were just on a wave. So yeah, the barrel are pretty hard to do. On the hit before, we saw Roberto Bruno just make maybe a 3 to 4 section barrel, and he just made it at the end. The exit was not that good, so he just had like a 6.5 or something.
Yeah.
But that was a really long barrel. He was traveling so much inside.
Yeah, if you're like off the beach a little bit and there's no rip. My gosh, wow.
Oh, and he's right on the sand.
Watch the smile.
But sometimes the angle of the judge, how they watch your barrel, sometimes affect too the score.
Totally.
I agree with that.
Because the structure's set up, the viewers can't see it, but the structure's set up kind of behind the sand, and so it's really tall, and so the competitors are surfing down the beach almost away from the judges, and it's angled so that they'll look into it. The judges will look into the barrel, so sometimes it doesn't look as deep.
True.
And then if they're looking the other way, it looks really deep. It's really cool.
Yeah, sometimes depending on the where you are on the beach when you're taking off, but sometimes you don't want to be too far on the right because they can't really see you on the left, and yeah, it's just better to surf maybe in front of the tower. It's where pretty much the guys are.
Oh,
then Winchester with another barrel.
Oh my gosh.
Roll out.
Can he make the roll? Oh, he didn't make the roll.
Made a pretty hard section. You are in the barrel. He had that speed, maybe blind. He was blind a bit for a couple seconds, and he didn't have the best timing for this ramp, but back out there.
Yeah, I mean, he only has a 1.7 and a 1, so it's still going to be his backup wave. It'll actually still be, he'll improve his score, so he'll go farther into the lead with that, nice barrel. He got spit out, but he didn't complete the roll, so it's still something, a decent score.
Yeah, got the replay there.
So he scoops in, finds his line. Nice little barrel. And he's looking at the ramp, but then it moves too fast.
Yeah, it moved too fast. And yeah, maybe it was better a ramp for like a small invert in front of the wave, and got Dudu there. Nice wave. Oh. That was a heavy closeout.
Heavy closeout.
Oh, it just pushed you straight on the sand. This kind of wave, just dry.
Yeah, you just get flogged. It's like surfing keiki.
Yeah, true. It's like a mix between keiki, Punta Colorada, and
yeah.
But we are in Brazil.
Yeah, but yet we are in Brazil at Itacoatiara, a beautiful, beautiful beach today. Rio, just north of Rio. It's one of the most idyllic locations for an event you could actually imagine. It's surrounded by beautiful mountains, and it's just a pristine beach.
Yeah.
And
imagine people when they're clean landing.
Yeah.
Me, and I think the judges like it. They want to see guys get projected out in front of the wave, correct? To the flats.
They do, totally. And so that's, I think, because he took off on a set on a big wave. The judges,
me,
on
and
a
I
set
think
wave.
the judges like it. They want to see guys get projected out in front of the wave, correct? To the flats.
They do, totally. And so that's, I think, because he took off on a set on a big wave. The judges had all their attention, and he drove the bottom turn straight into the lip. I think they would have really liked that, but unfortunately, he came unstuck, so it gets a 1 or 2.
Yeah. So. We do want to mention that everyone watch it here live at IBAWorldTour.com or from our Facebook, which you better be liking our page. Make sure you like the IBA World Tour page on Facebook. But we have 2 different streams. We have a 240 and a 480, so 2 different qualities that you guys can upload. And we're stoked to be able to provide you a better quality webcast when we can and when conditions permit. You know, we travel all over the world, and it's up to the local promoter to provide us with web access as well as power and all that stuff. So when we can possibly do it, we do it. The IBA is bringing you the best possible products that they can. But like we said, we travel to remote places all over the world, and sometimes it's very hard to work with the conditions we're in. But that's what we have to do to get the best waves, and this is GT on the left.
Oh, that was cool. Do you see him, put his head down?
Yeah.
Bottom turn, put his head down, and then looked up, and with all, and pulled off the bottom with all his strength. Still wasn't enough to
GT on the left.
Oh, that was cool. Do you see him, put his head down?
Yeah.
Bottom turn, put his head down, and then looked up, and with all, and pulled off the bottom with all his strength. Still wasn't enough to get through that section.
Some sets coming through, and one thing I want to is the judging and the organization of the sport. You know, I had Craig Haddon in here for a heat today for the first time I ever had a judge talk with me, and it's funny because I feel like I'm pretty familiar with the scoring. I've been around the sport for a long time, and there's been changes here and there, but not too much. But I was very surprised to find out today, and I'm not asking you specifically any question like because it's you in the booth with me, but I was very surprised to find out that style is not a part of the current judging criteria.
Yeah, it's not really
It's not what?
Yeah, it's not really a part of the criteria. I mean, I think since everyone has their own style, so the judges can't really use style as part of the criteria, so to speak. But I think how it looks, the aesthetics will definitely come into play in how the score comes down. So they can't really put it in there, in the wording. The style is it, but of course it comes in their mind like that was a pretty wave, that was a pretty move.
Yeah.
And it looks clean, it looks beautiful. That's going to get a higher score than something that can't really use style as part of the criteria, so to speak. But I think how it looks, the aesthetics will definitely come into play in how the score comes down. So they can't really put it in there, in the wording. The style is it, but of course it comes in their mind like that was a pretty wave, that was a pretty move. And it looks clean, it looks beautiful. That's going to get a higher score than something that looked kind of erratic and ugly.
And I'm just trying to express, what the legitimate bodyboard fan might be thinking. And he has good style in the barrel. He has like that posture, where guys pick their chest up and pick their head up and they're driving. There's no spray coming out the board, just a clean barrel and good style and posture. Yeah. To me, that should be scored maybe, 0.2 of a point higher than a guy who was on the same wave but is splashing and water coming off his elbow. And that's what judging is. Judging is someone's opinion. That's the definition of the word. You're judging someone. Ab style, let's say, I'm not these crafts. I'm just an ugly style with water spraying everywhere and stuff. But if style's not a part of the criteria, then how do you separate those two?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like a quandary. It's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? You can't. You're judging style in there, and all of a sudden, everyone, if you want to, you don't know how to judge the definition of style. I mean, what is the best, way to say who has the best style? Because once you start saying, okay, who has the best style, it would kind of skew things toward a certain rider, and they would always be you'd always be benchmarking everything against them.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying it would create more of a rift and make things not nearly as interesting in the sport because we have so many different characters and styles. That's what's so cool. But Guillermo Tamega.
On the left, Guillermo Tamega, multi-time world champion, driving in the barrel, looking good. Doesn't push out to the whitewood. I'm very surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but yet I know how difficult those waves are. You saw when it kind of pinched, there was like a full rip current coming through and like a little rib in the barrel that would have stopped him cold. And I mean, even how strong and buffalo that guy is, it's hard for him to push through those little chops when it collapses the roof on the wave on you.
So again, a real quick view of the landscape of this three-man heat. GT in the lead, Eliatin Loriero in second, Lucas Nogueira in third. He is our trialist that made it through. He came with 9 total trialists making it through.
Nearly as interesting in the sport because we have so many different characters and styles. That's what's so cool. But
she's coming in out the back and back to the conversation that me and Jeff are having on. But it's like you said, we see it. Look like a good wave down there on the left where Lucas is. Look at that left coming in down there. I was going to say that it seems like two sides of a coin because anything you judge is about the style. It has to be. I mean, all wave riding, any sport like this is about style.
In the barrel that would have stopped him cold. And I mean, even how strong and buffalo that guy is, it's hard for him to push through those little chops when it collapses the roof on the wave on you.
So again, a real quick view of the landscape of this three-man heat. GT in the lead, Eliatin Loriero in second, Lucas Nogueira in third. He is our box, I guess, if you put the word style in the writing of the judging criteria. But, I mean, let's be honest. Whether it's in the writing or not, they're judging on style.
Of course.
I mean, maybe they're not officially saying they are, but you have to judge on style. There's no choice.
No, there isn't a choice. And I think that's, it's in the judges' minds.
It's like you said, we see it. Look like a good wave down there on the left where Lucas is. Look at
the sport, and they're doing a really good job of it lately, of defining what a good move is and whether it has a good flow and style, so to speak, to it. Whether or not they have that word in the criteria, it doesn't matter. These guys, the judges know what they're doing and know what they're looking for. I mean, that's the thing. They know what they're looking for when they see a move and what a good move looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And beautiful day, man. I know you just had a break. You probably got to go out and get some fluids, rehydrate. It's nice and hot here. It's a beautiful day in Brazil. It's just, look at no wind here. Boats out on the horizon.
Yeah, that's a big boat out there right there. And then we see a lot of oil tankers coming in out of Brazil. And
Petrobras.
For those of you who don't know, Brazil is one of the largest oil exporters in the world.
Yeah, Petrobras are huge. It's a national company, so it's owned by the government.
Yes.
And so you just see these, they have Petrobras tanker 552. I mean, these things are just staggered all outside of Rio, everywhere you go. And what also is really, really cool is you drive down and you'll see through Rio and you'll see these huge, I guess you'd call them containers of what people ship goods in.
Yep.
And the containers are everywhere because so much goods come in and out of Brazil.
Well, it is the world's 5th largest economy now.
Exactly.
Brazil is growing for sure and doing well economically.
And Rio's their biggest port, I would imagine.
Yes, it is.
So,
it is. Sao Paulo is a bigger city, but it's not near the water.
Yes, I mean, this is amazing. And I've actually seen some houses now retrofitted with these containers.
There's one here on the beach. It's pretty insane.
It's really cool looking.
GT on the right. Look at that. Nice clean style of the barrel rolling through the lip, and that's just vintage Guilherme Tamega, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean he's just trying to get into the fives. I mean these guys are, no one in this heat has scored over 5, and last heat was just booming. Guys are ripping, killing it, and then this heat, it's slower. It's interesting how that the ebb and flow of the day goes on, and the judges have to be aware of it. I mean, 13 minutes. If anyone gets a pretty decent wave now, they're going to get a big score.
Yeah, for sure.
And so Guilherme gets a little barrel, just a head dip and roll out. He
gets a 5.03 on that wave.
So he broke into the 5. See that what I was talking about? That wasn't even his best wave, but I think they're just like, hey, nothing's happening. We're getting bored here. The judges have to start to increase these scores. They know that not much is going on. But Lucas got here. I mean, look at Lucas. He's so talented. Won the trials, and he hasn't even broken into 2s. He's gotten 2 incomplete rides, and he's only caught 2 waves in.
It's a difficult heat for sure to get the waves, and let's talk.
A lot of viewers were writing in saying that guys were doing moves on the shore and they should have got more point. But a lot of viewers were writing in saying that guys were doing moves on the shore and they should have got more point. But the scoring potential is out the back on the peak, like we just saw. Looks good finishing moves on the sand and rolling up. As you see Magno here tucking in,
just too deep on that one, way too far back. Magno looking for a home run, which is going to have to get here in the last minute and 40 seconds of the first man-on-man heat, round number 4 of the Gopro Iba World Tour, the Itacoatiara Pro, presented by Pride Bodyboards as well as Net and Komoda Surf Shop. Again, Alex, World Tour, the Itacoatiara Pro, presented by Pride Bodyboards, as well as Net and Komoda Surf Shop. Again, Alex Leon, your World Tour General Manager. Next to myself, the host with the most, Eric Apple, here with you
with the most
at the IBA World Tour. And man, we started off on the North Shore Hawaii pipeline. We moved southwest to Australia, and the South Coast Crusade got some amazing waves at a secret spot down there. We ventured across the entire Pacific to Chile for 2 events, a Grand Slam and a WQS, and now we've trekked across the continent of South America through the Andes, the Amazon, and the Pantanal, and we're here in the Atlantic Ocean and the power of Itacoatiara. We see Ian Campbell paddling, and he finally gets a score, a 7.45, a great score. We knew it wasn't going to be as big as the one before, but still a solid score nonetheless. A total of 16.33, Alex.
Yeah, take a breath. I'll jump in for you if you like. Ian Campbell, he's come from the trials. He was unsuccessful in Arica. He didn't qualify, but he did all right. Knew he saw his potential. Now he's made it into his first Grand Slam. And
he's really seemed to cut his stride.
He's got some points too on the GQS. And you know what? I reckon he'll probably qualify.
Look at this.
He's just about to take down a Brazilian legend, Magno Passos.
And
in 5 seconds, it'll be all over.
That's going to be it. Magno Passos, and he was 12th in the points last year. So for this guy to come out of the trials and do this well is
he's in the quarters now. Ian Campbell
impressive.
From South Africa, in his first Grand Slam, has now made the quarterfinals.
That's great. So Magno Passos is going to have an equal 9th. And do you know off the top of your head how many points and what the money is for 9th?
Really thankful for it. Thanks a lot, guys.
Congratulations. Really stoked for you, guys. Back for you, Eric.
Thank you very much, Isabella. It's cool to have a world champion down there doing the interviews for us and talking to all of our guys. And I'm going to get something going here on the Facebook page. and see if we can get some interaction with everybody.
Okay, perfect.
And let's take a look in the water. Remember, we do have PLC and Amore Laverne, two of the best guys in the world out there, and these guys are definitely impressive to see.
Yeah, for sure. We have like 2 world champions in this heat. Amaury Laverne from Réunion Island and Pierre-Louis Coste from France, that everybody knows. This is, we can see him now in a left-hander doing his flips like he know, so easy for him. We're kidding about with him sometimes about his flips, like he has a secret button on his board or something, because he made them so well. And this is a tough heat, between them, because they are both like really good friends, and it's gonna be a show heat for sure. Average waves today here in Itacoatiara, we could see like how many barrels and spits you can see during just this morning. Like this is what you can get, for example, in 3 months, waiting for waves in other places.
Yep.
So
let's talk about some of the scores. We have PLC with 2 5.38s and a 5.13, so it's been consistent. Almost 3 identical scores in this heat already.
Yeah.
22 and a half minutes to go. He has a total of 10.76, and Amore, really nothing doing yet. He has a 1.1 and a 2.1. Scores. We have PLC with 2 5.38s and a 5.13, so it's been consistent. Almost 3 identical scores in this heat already.
Yeah.
22 and a half minutes to go. He has a total of 10.76, and Amore, really nothing doing yet. He has a 1.1 and a 2.1. He really has to get started if he's going to catch up with PLC here in the next 22 minutes. And again, both these guys are former world champions.
We see Amaury here paddling for a left-hander.
Look at this.
What can he do on it?
And both these guys do have GoPros on, just so you guys know. So we're going to see some good footage and good content.
Yeah.
And look at Amaury driving on the left. Big invert.
Nice invert from Amaury with the little butterfly on the beat. Maybe it would give him some chance. And for sure, we're going to have like crazy footage from the GoPro cameras later.
So that's going to be a good scoring wave for Amaury, and that's going to get him on the board.
Left-hander.
Look at this.
What can he do on it?
And both these guys do have GoPros on, just so you guys know. So we're going to see some good footage and good content.
Yeah.
And look at Amaury driving on the left. Big invert.
Nice invert from Amaury with the little butterfly on the beat. Maybe it would give him some chance. And for sure, we're going to have like crazy footage from the GoPro.
For finals, the loser's going home with 1,000 points and $1,000.
That's good, when you're reaching that time of the contest, those rounds, like you gotta be careful on each wave you take and try to do your best. Let's see what's this last score of Amaury is gonna be.
Yeah, we'll let you know. I'll let you know as it comes through.
Perfect.
And tell me this, Benzelman, you surfed, I believe, 8 times in the trials?
Yeah.
That's a lot of heats. And you surfed 8 times in the trials, and then twice yesterday. Again?
Yes, twice in the
GSS.
Yeah.
So you surfed 10. You had 10 heats in 2 days.
Yeah, man. But you could only enjoy that, here in Itacoatiara. The waves are so perfect. I could go like 20 times, to the water. You can try to do your best. Let's see what's this last score of Amaury is gonna be.
Yeah, well, intense hit right there. A big one for sure. I'm going to bring you the scores here in just a moment.
Guys, yeah, I'm happy with it because the guys have so much connectivity with Facebook and everything, and they, like I told you, everyone is following now this event and all the events like since years ago. And yeah, I'm pretty happy to see like guys active on internet about bodyboarding, Let's see here, takeoff for Nicolas. Let's see what he's going to do on that left.
Yeah, look at that big left barrel. Trying to roll out the last second.
Solid, yeah. But couldn't make other thing on that wave, I guess, But couldn't make